Hey, what's going on, Pinball Land? Welcome to the Flip N Out Streaming Network. I am Ken Cromwell.
I am Bill Webb.
Steve Beatty here.
Steve Beatty here. We're going to be streaming some Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory tonight because you have not gotten enough of this game. Nobody's streaming it except us, right?
Yeah, right.
Today,
Right,
hopefully.
Right. No worries. I want to welcome everybody in the chat here. We're going to stream the game here for an hour, hour and a half. Then we're going to go to after hours where we will take our live call-in segment, but participate in chat tonight. I want to thank Pin Stadium for sponsoring the stream. The game is illuminated tonight by Pin Stadium. I also want to thank PinQuest, who will be firing up the Pin Quests of the night for us, and generously, there will be donations made if we're able to achieve these Pin Quests, so we'll wait for Neil to post those here. We're going to get the game going in about 60 seconds or so. We'll start three-player games. What are you guys hoping to accomplish tonight?
Well, I want to take the glass off and hit those PinQuest challenges.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
There is not a stipulation where we can't take the glass off, I don't think, right?
No, you know what? Have a good time, as always. You know, good time first, play second, right?
Yeah. What about you, Steve?
I'd like to get maybe a little better grasp of the rules, and just put up some good scores.
Well, there was a hearty explanation of the rules last week.
Yeah.
And
It was a lot to take in.
It was a
for
lot
sure.
to take in. So why don't we jump right into it? Let's go Steve, Bill, Ken in the order because that's kind of where we're sitting. You want to kick this off on your
do
game
it.
here, Steve?
Do it up.
We'll start up Wonka. If we're having any, hey, Southwest Pennsylvania Pinhead, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, welcome, everybody. I see Schmitty's in here.
Yeah, what's up, Schmitty?
Pins rule.
Dr. John's here. Dr. John's
John.
here.
Lord Helmet, what up?
Andrew Kett's here. Yo, what's up, buddy?
We're gonna volume.
Yeah, if we have any volume issues here, let us know. If we're too hot on the mics or if we're too low on the game audio, let us know. But
Hey, Kaz, I see that, dude. Hey, whatever time you're in, you're in. But, yeah, definitely family first. So don't feel bad about missing it.
Lord Helmet is here. What's up, guys? How are you, Lord Helmet? Kaz is here. Brian, we've got some news to announce with Kaz tonight. Hey, nicely done, Steve.
Thank you.
You achieved the Pin Quest challenge of shortest ball under 20 seconds tonight.
See if somebody can knock me off that board.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Kaz, if you're not here late, that's no problem at all. I will. Are you just gonna let it sit in the shooter lane for the longest ball time?
It literally got stuck.
There we go. Is it stuck a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, and the Pin Stadiums just went down, Bill, with the side slap. So we're going to pause for station identification.
blew my eardrum there,
on
too.
the Flip N Out stream. We are 3 minutes into the stream. We got a stuck ball and a Pin Stadium down.
Classic.
So how are we going to top the last couple weeks? I don't think we're going to top the last couple weeks. I think the three of us at this point, like as much as we appreciated the last couple weeks, it's kind of nice to get back to our roots of just the three guys that are playing pinball on stream.
Yeah.
It was great having the guests in, having, first and foremost, Joe Katz was in last week, and he programmed this game. Keith Johnson, who's also was in on programming the game, but he's a legendary programmer. And then we had Eric Minier, who, the hot rookie out of Jersey Jack Pinball, who's been involved in all the Jersey Jack releases and designed Pirates of the Caribbean. It was fun streaming with those guys tonight. I felt a little bit of pressure in the beginning of the night as I'm trying to adjust my mic here. Oh, and thank you for the follow, MPT3K.
I thought
yeah, go ahead.
a little bit, and then when everybody had their first ball, I was like, all right, we're kind of all on the same page here.
Yeah, well, in the beginning,
beginning,
when everybody
yeah.
was getting used to what was
and then,
going on.
And then Eric and Joe
Then those
started blowing
JGP
up.
guys started
Yeah.
blowing it up. So it is what it is. It was fun. It was good times.
Yeah, so
Surprised I wasn't following already, MP says. But hey, no worries, man. We're glad to have you. Whether you're following or not, as long as you're in chat and hanging out, it's going to be good times. Again, I want to thank Scott from Pin Stadium, who's illuminated this game tonight on the Flip N Out Pinball Network. And I want to thank Neil over at PinQuest, who will be giving us our Pin Quests of the evening. And there will be 3 objectives in which we have to try to hit similar to what's going on with PinQuest. Please check out pinquest.com to get additional information where you are given quests outside of the traditional scoring in which you can accomplish those quests and be given rewards during location play for pinball machines. So tonight we're going to kind of play around with the PinQuest challenge and see what we have to do this evening. And Kaz says he's way behind on the times. He hasn't played Wonka. Now, that's all right, Kaz. But PinQuest he's switching up the challenges, which is a little disheartening to me because we did not achieve any of the challenges
okay,
last
so
week.
those aren't stacking. We can't get those.
No,
old
we can't
challenges.
stack them.
All right.
Oh, let me see if I get a ball.
They've increased, huh?
Uh-oh. Yeah, where do we get this?
No, this game was not damaged in shipping. Steve was there. Steve saw the game when it first arrived, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, sorry guys, getting caught up here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this on my tablet here, guys. Get it over by the game.
You know what? We're just gonna Lord Helmet. We're just gonna keep on trying to do what we do and make sure that we're true to ourselves and try and have a good time and keep everybody interactive in here. MPT3K, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Surprise!
Quest, no worries. We're just getting warmed up. What else we got here?
Lord Helmet says y'all been rocking it, so awesome work. Thanks, man.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Zach in chat.
The man of the hour.
Did you just Dr. Phil him?
Did I? No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. He might
Stepping toes.
yeah,
Stepping on no toes there.
He might be getting a phone call early on
Right.
that deal.
What up, Zach?
And you get nothing.
Zach from Flip N Out in the house.
I don't know. Did we update the code on this?
So we did. We had 1.07, and there was a Delta update that we're on 1.08. A couple minor bug fixes, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that just came out today, right? Or
It was
a couple days?
within the last few days.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's on their site now. You guys can all grab it.
Lord Helmet, what's your favorite shot in the game?
So mine is I'd go that upper left flipper through the spinner. That's satisfying.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. The ramps are nice.
Hitting that upper
flows
left
so
flipper and
nice.
ripping that spinner on the right.
Oh, that's great.
It's pretty satisfying. So
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. I really like the skill shot, even though it's kind of a pain,
great, too.
a pain to get. But I like that because it's challenging. It's not too easy.
Zach's in chat now, taking over the Flip N Out Pinball name here. So Zach, are you having problems updating the code? Because if you are, we gotta get on the same page tomorrow. I was able to update Wonka when I got here, and Steve updated it to 1.08 this weekend, so no worries. We did not put the extra post in the left lane. I guess it's not intended to have it there. As much as I'd like to have it there, man, we are going to go without that left post. So,
Yeah, so Pin Quest, hopefully you're taking that in consideration.
right. The pin quest of the night should be, if we can put the left post in, that should be like the first one.
Yeah, it should be. Or we get it should be like bowling, man, where we get a handicap for this.
I think PinQuest is waiting to issue the PinQuests of the week because he wants to make sure that we're not sandbagging here.
Whoa, Pin Quest.
First of all, huge job sharing the bits. 2,500 bits coming out of PinQuest. Thank you so much. The official PinQuest Challenge Tier Awards. 350,000 is 1,000 bits from PinQuest. 650,000 is 1,750 bits from PinQuest. Score 1.2 million is 2,500 bits from PinQuest, or a Team Quest if all three scores add up to 2.75 million 2,500 bits. Only the highest tier achieved will be awarded. Fair enough. That's excellent and attainable, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jobbers in chat. Once again, can these games get online already? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think games will be online sooner than you think.
Thank you, Neil.
Lord Hebet, look at those ramp shots, man. The ramp shots are smooth on Willy Wonka.
You
There's
can
no doubt about
backhand
it.
that left ramp all day.
Thanks for the good luck wishes, Neil. Appreciate it, man. Looking forward to trying to hit some PID quests.
All right. Yeah, what
This
do we got
evening.
here?
Now, you're going to have to remind me if we hit any of these because that's a lot of pin quests. I
so we
appreciate the
got-
generosity, right?
Yeah,
So,
no, that's awesome, man.
minimum score here is 350,000 that we have to try to get. But, I mean, we can go all the way up to a combined score of 2.75 million. I like it. Pin Stadium, Scott, thanks for the 100 bits, man. Always good to have Scott in chat.
Yeah, buddy.
Scott's been so instrumental on helping not only with illuminating the games, because every time we get a new pinball machine in from Flip N Out Pinball, Scott lights them up, right, with these pin stadiums. And they just don't look the same without pin stadiums on stream or off stream. So
Off-stream,
I'm
yeah.
always appreciative
You
of
know,
that.
Wonka's a darker game, too. This
It is a
game
very
really
dark game.
Benefits. Yeah.
It's certainly playable.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but when you
But,
think about
yeah.
like the usage of LEDs that you see on all these games, like Wonka kind of has like that kind of cool blue,
It does.
cool white, cool
Yep.
blue LED look.
When we play in a darker lit room, here,
If you don't have overhead lighting,
Yep.
especially in this game, Pin Stadium is huge. And again, when you get the Pin Stadiums, guys, you don't have to plug them in and juice them up to 100% on everything. You dial the game in how you want it to where it just accentuates that artwork.
Yeah.
Doesn't leave any dark spots, and you'll see the scores improve.
Yeah, so we're at.
I've
we're
said
at
this way
100%
before they
now.
were a sponsor. What's that?
We're at 100% now. I think
For streaming, you have
you
to be.
know,
I think it makes sense.
when we're not streaming, I'm at like 40%.
Right.
And it just
And I think
makes
when
it
I'm not at streaming, I'm in the 30s, like
30, yeah.
32, 33. I think I had on Deadpool, and it looked great.
it's a big difference, man.
All right, sorry guys, just getting caught up here.
juicy.
PinQuest, thanks for the challenge. We're definitely gonna try and hit these.
Yeah, so we got 350, 650, 1.2. All right. Yeah, we got some work to do here, Bill.
Oh yeah.
So my high score on this, since it's been here, and I've only had maybe a handful of games since the last stream.
Thanks, Scott, for the bits.
1.5. So that 2.75 is going to be tough.
Dude, the first time I played this, man, I think I got close to 800,000 or 900,000 when we were at JJP. So
Oh yeah, one of those.
yeah, one of the early run or the prototype games.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to see the online connectivity.
Scott, juicing games. Yeah, buddy.
Chris the Pin Turn. What up, brother?
What up, Chris? How was Southern Fried, guys?
Yeah, anyone Zach was there. Anyone else in chat that was at Southern Fried Gaming Expo? Nice. Thanks for the heads up on that, Scott.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they would.
Multi-ball I've had in a while. Pretty quiet in here, boys.
No, hey, we're getting there, man.
rolling over here.
We're getting there.
Chat's going.
Yeah, we were just asking if anyone went to Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
I know Zach went to Southern Fried Gaming Expo. I know Chris the Pintern was at Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
Yep.
Need more pins. Did we talk this? Do you think JJP crew would consider the game too dark if they were here and we asked them? No, I don't. Obviously not. But
No, I don't think so.
I think they would absolutely see the advantage of adding lighting in certain circumstances. I don't think that would be out of the question.
Oh, Dennis is in chat too.
Hey,
All right, so Dennis skipped it.
What's up?
Chris, or not Chris. Yeah, Chris. Chris was there.
So Kaz is in chat. Kaz is coming on to Special When Lit. He's joining the Special When Lit team, and he's going to be our fourth correspondent now, and he's going to be covering American Pinball. So Kaz will be joining the team next week with his first updates at American Pinball. So that's exciting. Happy to have him aboard.
And the podcast grows.
Yeah. It's the podcast family grows.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, Atlanta's not that far from here. It's like 12 hours. I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind going down there. The problem is just the time right now. For me personally, I got a little one on the way in October, so I got 2 weeks dedicated just for that.
Might as well hit that gobstopper.
Then after that, I got a week that I'm going to try and carry over, so it's kind of hard. Yeah. Jersey Jack did definitely compliment the Pin Stadiums on his game before.
Yeah, so if the founder of the company's behind Pin Stadium, that's
Huge.
pretty good testament there. Need more pins. Seems like we have to add lights aftermarket to fair number of games. Makes me wonder what the designers are thinking versus the user community. I often wonder if sometimes the designers, and not that they don't care about the lighting, but maybe it's not as important because there are aftermarket options for you to increase.
Well, there's a bomb
lighting.
on these games too that you
Well,
got to contest.
By allowing the aftermarket, by allowing companies like Pin Stadium to light the games up, it kind of takes a little bit of the pressure off, I think, because you kind of cut down on that bomb, and then there's a pretty viable option to blow the game up. I don't know. I've always wondered. Pinquest says, Zach, great time to announce that Dennis will be a special guest soon and that the game is Popeye. So a little ribbon going on in chat
Yeah,
already.
a little Popeye going on.
Chris the Pinstern says that it got a lot of discussion. He's talking to Zach. How does the video arcade fit into the hobby? So there was some back and forth going on. Zach was getting the podcast discussion panel at Southern Fried Gaming Expo up in some excitement at a 10 o'clock in the evening one night. And if you want to pick up Hypercoaster, Dennis versus Zach face off on Popeye Love It.
Sorry.
Schmitty's here.
Schmitty. Okay, all right, Schmitty, I appreciate your honesty. Okay. Yeah, you know what, though? On the way, though, man, I could stop in Evansville, man, see you, and, get a burrito and then make the rest of the journey.
Yeah, buddy.
Actually, it wouldn't be a bad deal. I know one of you guys got to have a pool down there, right? Bring the family. Leave the family and take a road trip real quick. Yeah, right. You know? So, all right, so, Schmitty, between you and Zach, do either one of you guys have a pool or no? So, and forgive me, I'm still getting caught up on chat. What up, Dave?
Yeah, chat's heavy tonight.
Oh, Dennis versus Zach on Hobbit. That'd be interesting.
Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah, man. I know you. I've seen the pictures of you and Zach rolling, jamming some Lunas. I got 5 on it. Dude, I'd be in the back seat of the Jeep. Dude, we could leave the families at one of your guys' houses to swim all weekend. I mean, granted, I don't know if we'd actually make it to the show, but, we'd have a darn good time in the process.
Oh, scrumdiddlyumptious.
The scrumdiddlyumptious champ.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
The supercalifragilisticexpialidocious champ.
All right, so what was that first
Challenge?
request?
Yeah, well, that was our warm-up game. So the first score is 350.
350?
So we
Okay.
got to get into the 350 bank. I'm pretty confident tonight.
It was 250. All right, I'll start.
Oh, Beatty was close.
So let's do it again, right?
Did you screenshot the challenges or no?
No, but they're right there.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, let's do that just so we don't.
so we don't forget.
Yeah, because my phone's on the other side. Okay, Schmitty. All right. Hey, dude, either way, we're going to have to take a trip down there, which we'll have to talk soon. I'm curious about your taxi project.
So that's great. So Neil Pinquest, he reposted the Pinquest challenges, and we will do our best to update that. And if you don't mind, if you're in here, Neil, let's go ahead and keep that rolling maybe every 10 minutes or so just to let people where we're at. Owl Anonymous says, howdy, what's up, Owl Anonymous? Are you really anonymous? Interesting question. Good to have you in chat, buddy.
Good name.
Pinquest. There you go, man. I appreciate it. Kaz says, Dennis versus Zach on Hobbit. Winner guesses face on the Twip Market Trends t-shirt.
Dude, I love that. That would be great.
I think Dennis and Zach have exhausted the Hobbit debate. I know that Dennis in particular has no more energy to spend on that. Arcade Hollywood has just followed the Flip N Out Pinball Network here. So
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming in here. Jobber wants to know if there's any news on the next game that we are getting. Yeah, the next game that we're getting is going to be released here in the next day or two, right? At Comic-Con. Stern Pinball is they're ready to release or at least announce their next game and show it at the Comic-Con. So Penn Stadium says we could add iPinquest command in Streamlabs. No idea what that means, Scott. I would love to talk to you about that off air. No clue what that is. Jobber asks also, was there no GGA Monday misery game? I don't know what I don't know what that means, man. What's a GGA misery game? Do you know?
Beats me, man.
I don't know.
Beats me.
Dr. John, Pins Rule, welcomes Arcade Hollywood as we do. It's a big family here
Yep.
in the Flip N Out Pinball
Welcome.
channel. The next game you'll be getting is Stern's new classic, Debbie Dose Dallas,
Debbie
which is
Dose.
obviously she's injecting drugs into everybody
getting
in
dosed.
Dallas. Lots of drugs. She's getting dosed. Jurassic World next. We will see. We will see what's next.
Oh, Galloping Ghost Arcade. Gotcha.
Oh, Galloping Ghost. Yeah. Okay. 40 Whoa Git says hi. Well, hello.
I'll just stop.
Oh, the Money Mystery game. Okay. So I totally misread that. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with the Galloping Ghost Monday Mystery game.
Nope.
Vivid Psychosis says, so excited about GNR. So Slash announces that, hey, we're making this might be a rumor, but I'm going to confirm right now, just like
Right.
Cassandra Peterson did with Elvira,
I'm
that
so pumped.
there's a game coming. So yeah, it looks like
these
Jersey
guys are
Jack Pinball.
excited. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I know Doc Mack personally at Galloping Ghost Arcade. He's a good guy. There's a lot of strong arcades in Chicagoland area. Galloping Ghost being the largest, I think, like in the United States.
Oh yeah, arcade. For
And
sure.
if you ever go down like Doc in that area, he's monopolized everything. He's got everything from, pinball to arcades to like it's like a little town that Doc's taken on over there off of Ogden Avenue.
You should take a little trip down there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And what was
Well,
it?
now
Last year they brought like 80 arcade games to Expo.
Yep.
I mean, that one room was
That
just
entire
filled.
arcade room, I think, was Doc. Galloping Ghost.
Yeah. All right. Let me just catch up here.
Who got in on the Big Lebowski's?
Oh,
Anybody here?
Yeah, that's a topic for discussion. Yeah, anyone in here that actually have one of those coming their ways? Okay.
Oh, you guys were in there too. Okay, cool. Yeah, the homebrew crew were in the arcades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
in
there was.
there together.
There was
True that.
Archer was in there.
Yep. Yep.
So, what do you like better, TNA or Black Knight Sword of Rage? There. I'm asking
Are
you.
you asking me?
Yeah, dude. It's in chat. Keep up, friend.
Chat is asking
I
you.
have more time on Black Knight. Man, I'm gonna go Black Knight.
Oh, yeah, that's you. Sorry.
Oh, Pro.
Black Knight Sword of Rage?
So I haven't played the Black Knight Pro. So yeah, I couldn't give an honest opinion. I have maybe 5 games on TNA too.
Yeah.
So Kaz jumped in with Canada and bought all 40 Big Lebowski's. So
Yeah, right.
we'll post Kaz's email address so you can let him know how you feel about that. How much is the new Big Lebowski? $12,500 if you were to get one from Coin Taker, but they're all spoken for at this point. Scott says both great games. I would do Black Knight. Hypercoaster 200 says TNA. Black Knight Sword of Rage Pro.
I agree with that. I like
It's too
the
easy.
TNA over the Black Knight Pro, but that's just me. 20,000? Yeah, Kaz, I honestly think that some crazy person will have it on eBay for 20 or
Oh, you'll see him over $30,000.
yeah, or trade for a Stern Supreme.
Jobber says he's become friendly with Doc Mack over the past 3 MGCs. One of the truly good guys. He is. He's a good dude. Anonymous. Were they the ones built and held by a distributor or new production? Yeah, so from what we understand, ARA, just they manufactured the games and they held them because they weren't receiving payment from Dutch Pinball. So the games that were supposed to go to those early achievers are now being resold in order for Dutch Pinball to try to pay up with ARA, use the overflow to start manufacturing up on Big Lebowski again. So take it for what it's worth. Nobody really knows.
Yep.
Captain 12, not new. One's in boxes for 2 years. Yeah, good point. Well, you know what? Is it new if it's in a box for 2 years? I would say so. I mean, it didn't
say
come
so.
out of, what was it, Zytec or whatever, the Chinese manufacturer. These are all the ARA machines.
Yeah, it's still new. There's no batteries in these new games.
Yeah, so Anonymous, it's the same manufacturer from the originals. So if there were issues with the originals that came out of ARA, you can count on the same issues coming out of the ones I would assume that are sitting there at ARA for the last couple of years.
Yeah, but what's good is it opens up the parts that people need to get the
Get
games
going and
working
get stuff going again. Yeah. But
their hands have been tied for how many years now?
even if it's 2 years old, it's still new old stock because it's still sitting in the
Yeah,
box. Just like
exactly.
how many new old stock parts do you see on Pinside?
Yeah.
Super Nintendo Chammers, thank you for following us. Appreciate it.
You know what I'm doing here wrong is, and this is just me. So I've been working on hitting this ramp here and then trying to backhand the left flipper to the gobstopper.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. You're either gonna hit the left ramp, or if you completely miss it, you're gonna drain on the comeback. So what I need to do is hold this flipper up, feed the right flipper, park it here, come down, flip to activate that, park it here, and then backhand that for the multi-ball.
See that right flip
If that makes sense.
to the gobstopper though is dangerous.
It is dangerous. I mean, it's easier here, but I mean to be able to get that.
Yeah,
'cause
I
think
hear
you
ya.
need to get. I did not get that gobstopper multi-ball going last week, and that's going to be important for us to hit these scores.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of thinking about where I'm going to go with this, and I'm not going to backhand on the direct feed from the wire form anymore because
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're still got to learn some of these nuances. And last week was hard because we really didn't have a lot of time on it.
Well, last week was hard because literally I played 3 games, and this is the next time I've been on it is today.
Yeah.
And it was literally that first game. So this is my 5th game in 2 weeks on Willy Wonka. That's why I'm so sad during the week.
Dennis chimed in. Who will be the Special and Lit Dutch pinball correspondent? I think Dennis just nominated himself.
Well, no, actually, Dennis has covered a manufacturer for us already, and I have it in the can. I have not announced it yet. So if Dennis wants to announce it, we can announce it here today. Otherwise, you'll have a surprise from Dennis Kriesel covering a manufacturer.
Ken's tips and tricks. I like it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Ken's tips and tricks. Your quickest way to $75,000 points on Willy Wonka.
That sounded like a $100,000 pyramid kind of thing.
Pinball Nerds Podcast. Albert Elgar, thanks for coming in. He got me. He goes. Make some time every day to play some pinball, Ken. Right. I've been saying that to everybody.
No.
Now I have been playing pinball every day. I just haven't been playing Wonka every day. I've been playing Black Knight Sword of Rage because we still have the LE in the studio at Special When Lit Studio A.
Love it.
And I've been having a lot of fun on the game.
Yeah.
So, you know, and not to segue into a commercial here, but if you're looking for these games, Flip N Out Pinball and Zach Menny and Nicole Menny, give them a call because especially if you need a Black Knight Sword of Rage LE, literally there's one here in the Chicagoland area that's ready to rock and roll, and it's playing great.
That game does play awesome.
Albert says that. So Dennis says it's not for him to say that on the company that he is covered for us.
Hey, Dennis has free reign in my eyes. I don't know if you'd agree.
Does anybody really have free reign?
Well, it's Dennis, man. I don't.
That's true.
Dennis is like the all-encompassing Vin Wiki of pinball. Schmitty, thank you much, man. We've been practicing, if you can't tell. Hey, you laugh, dude, but I just got Ghostbusters, man, and I was grand champing that a few times over the weekend. I know it doesn't look like you're playing this game, but that's all right.
So I think
left lane is just kicking my...
I think Joe Katz put up like a 5.5 mil on here. I think that's going to be on this game for a very long time.
Yeah. That's all right, though.
No, it's awesome, man. That was cool to watch.
Oh, dirty.
All anonymous like that. All right, now that we've had our second warm-up game, we're ready to do battle, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. It was dirty because I was getting some flow going, and then I got parked in the stop and go of the inventing room. That's the thing with Pat Lawler games. Like, they flow, but there is some noticeable stop and go when he wants that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure it's a coding thing, too. But,
All right, PinQuest. Let's
No,
do
I
this.
gotta-
let's do it. This is the PinQuest game.
All right, we're going after this. So I got a Ghostbusters Pro, Schmitty. Yeah, man. Really love that game right now. So, good stuff.
Will Flip N Out be at Chicagoland Expo?
I would have to imagine so.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
They got some chicken to bring up for Steve, man.
Too hard.
Hey, I've got... I do have something that I'd like to put out here, and I put it on the podcast today, and we're going to go ahead. We'll air that tomorrow. And, Zach, I hope you don't mind if I take this opportunity to discuss this. But at Pinball Expo this year,
Let's get a multi-ball going here.
Chicagoland Pinball Expo in October, we're doing something a little bit different. And it's going to involve pinball media, air quotes here. So if you're part of pinball media, whether that means you're providing content for pinball, whether it's a podcast or it's YouTube content or streaming content, can you message me if you're going to be coming to Expo? Because there's a little something that I'd like to invite you to potentially participate in there. And the email for our podcast is specialwhenlitpinballpodcast@gmail.com. It's all one word, specialwhenlitpinballpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know if you're going to be at Expo and you're part of the media. There's some information I'd like to pass along on how you can participate and make it a great Expo. Pinball Nerds Podcast says, stop and go, don't cha. No easy peasy lemon squeezy. Very nice. Thanks for that, Zach. Anonymous, how long have you guys been collecting for, and what was your first game? I've been collecting for, I want to say, 12 years maybe.
Ooh, nice.
And my first game was Earthshaker. So, and I've owned 2 Earthshakers, including
Yes.
a prototype.
Yes.
The prototype.
Steve, what was your first game?
My first game. It was kind of a toss-up. I kind of bought them at the same time. I bought a Project Firepower, and that's when I discovered Pinside, and found the community to be very helpful. But I didn't have the patience, so I got a Bally Party out of them.
Caught the bug, and that was it, huh?
Caught the bug. Went from 1 to 2
Jackpot.
within like 3 days.
So that's one. All right, so I got to jump in here. Jackpot is one that I've never actually been able to find to play one, but I would really like to. The first game I got was a friend gave me a F14 because he knew I was into pinball. Didn't really care for the gameplay, and I was like, there's.
So he wanted you to get out of pinball right away.
Yeah, he's like, you don't want to
Here's
get
an
into
F14.
this. And then next one was a T2. So $250 fishtails is crazy.
17 years ago. Yeah, that's even 17 years ago. That's pretty amazing, man. I hate hearing the stories of all the people that got into these games so cheap because I just never experienced that. I was always paying, I think, at the start of the upswing of these games. So,
well, the crazy part is literally you get into this, right? And, you're buying Baywatches at like $1,800 or whatever it was, and you're like, dude, I'm getting mugged on this, but I want to play the game. And then the value blows up, and you're making $600-800.
Guys,
all right.
we're getting further and further from our.
Well, Neil of Pinquest is feeling nice, which means he's expressing some pity. The Pinquest modification team score of 1.65 million will achieve the top tier. So I feel confident. Listen, in all honesty, it takes me like 8 games or like 4 or 5 pops before I settle into what I'm doing here.
The combo.
So I do appreciate it. Pinball Nerds Podcast, Albert Elgar, Orbital Albert, Orby, the man with the more nicknames in pinball than anybody else. He bought a $200 Jungle Princess that was broken 2 years ago. Zonrith Dennis from Eclectic Gamer / TWIP Pinball Podcast is not saying he's being quiet. Let's go. Ooh. Baywatch
I got hammered on that deal.
Yep. No, we did not add the post.
No
left
post.
lane.
We're playing raw.
Right
lane is all the way up, so they're just magnets right now.
Yeah, both the out lanes are. I think they're in the middle.
No, they're all the way up.
Are they all the way up?
Dude, they are.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So most of my games I've had, I would have in the middle. For medium gameplay.
Oh, dude. All right, listen.
We're about to take a break here on the Special Pinball Channel.
Throw myself out of a window.
We are playing raw.
Playing raw.
I'm not getting control of the ball tonight here, guys.
No, it's kind of a rough day for that.
I have to speed up the hydration process here.
Zach does not have the license for the Dennis shirts. Yeah, you know what? So that'd be some illegal pinball swag.
That is true. The
Why don't we
license
just get
has to
some
go
Dennis
through
shorts?
Dennis. That is true. You cannot make money or offer somebody else's likeness without their permission. So there's going to be some contractual things going on when it comes to any potential Dennis
Illegal
Creasel
swag.
swag, exactly.
Hey, dude, I would love that shirt with Dennis's approval. Unless Dennis approves, I can't buy it.
I don't do anything unless Dennis approves.
Absolutely.
I've asked him on several things, and guys, literally, I'm pissed off right now because
this game is kicking our dicks.
right
in
now
the
it
dirt.
is. But why does this always happen? Like every time we get on these games, we're not legitimately we're not this bad pinball wise. And is it like stage fright? Because I don't feel nervous, but I'm sitting in front of this game, and I think I'm putting like pressure on myself because I know I can play the game better than I've been playing it on stream.
We knocked the shit out of this thing at JJP.
Do I still have the grand champ on this game? I think I've got a 2.5 million score in the game. So and it's fun when you get everything going. I'm confident we're gonna do well here tonight. I just don't like a slow start. Anyhow, enough about me. What do you guys think about me?
I think you suck at pinball.
Yeah, I know.
But no worse than me.
Open up that door. Unreal.
Oh gosh.
So Kaz is saying that the pictures are free since they are on Facebook. I don't know that that's true. I don't think you can take anything on Facebook and just start selling it. Oh, Lord of the Rings Breath has just used 101 bits to support the channel. He says, "What's up, guys? I appreciate it." And I think, thank you, man. Thank you, Lord of the Ring Breath. Again, Lord of the Ring Breath is my favorite username on this Twitch channel.
Yeah.
And he called in once to explain it. He's like, I like Lord of the Rings, and I just kind of added breath to the end of it. Like,
That's
oh, hey,
my username.
there you go. That's perfect, man.
He's been with us every show.
Oscar
As
Keeper.
far as I know.
Yeah, right. Oscar Keeper, thanks for following the channel, man. It's all about, to me, like you guys follow, you know when we're in chat and you know when we're streaming. Just come in and say hi. Come in and hang out.
Yeah, right.
You know, and to get everybody up to speed in 30 seconds, Zach and Nicole Menny, they purchased Flip N Out Pinball. They are pinball distributors. They sponsor this channel. They asked myself and Bill Webb, and we brought along Steve Beatty to stream the newest games that come out. So right now we're in the middle of Willy Wonka. We've got all of our podcast mics set up from Special When Lit Pinball Podcast, which I co-host with Bill Webb. And we just have a rolling chat that happens every single Monday, every single week. We play these games. The important thing to realize is this. Chris the Pin Turn with 101 bits. Thank you very much, buddy. That's awesome. I appreciate it. The important thing you realize about our streaming, it's not the caliber of play so much as it is the participation and everybody hanging out. And just, we're all pinball people. Let's all get together Monday night and just kind of shoot the shit, so to speak, about pinball and just hang out. You get a lot of pinball personalities that come in, podcasts or streamers and whatnot, and that's what makes it fun for us. The occasional good game is rewarded with Pin Quest, giving us some challenges, so we appreciate that. And the games, we're able to play better because of the illumination by Pin Stadium, making the games special when lit. So we appreciate that too.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, thank you, brother. Just catching up here for a second.
All right, Ken, let's get some challenges, man. It's you.
It's you. Yeah. Dude, you know what? We might even. I might have an idea on this Pin Quest challenge here. So.
Well, you can't change them now.
No. Not
challenge has
changing
been put forth.
I would like to have a one-player game. I don't know if that's possible and still retain the.
So
the
do you
challenge.
think you keep a little flow going if you're not coming back, sitting down and talking?
You do one or two games by yourself. Yeah,
Okay.
dude. I think
I
that's.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do that after this.
Yeah. I don't know if that counts or
this
not.
game here. I don't see why not.
Yes, Lord of the Rings breath. Everyone would like a Creasel Trending Up shirt now. Yes, Dennison, you can burn them for warmth.
Hey. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I've won every game, but it's been very.
Well, I
pathetic
wonder,
either
where
way.
has this game been the last 2 weeks?
I've
Steve?
literally maybe 5 games.
Oh, all right. You can't own Wonka and just sneak out 5 games.
I haven't been home.
Come on, man.
Haven't been home, man. Been building a deck.
Building a deck?
Camping.
Is that what you said? All right. Lord of the Rings breath wants a Creasel Trending Up shirt. PinQuest Pinball. Do whatever. What is that? Do whatever it takes. Player 1 is fine. What is Bill doing down there?
I don't know, man.
Okay, well you're gonna like totally take the pinball machine out of center focus of the.
Nope.
Are you sure? Is it off? Is it off now? Does it look off? Because I'm OCD about it. Like I try to get the game. I don't like when you're watching streams and the game's all crooked because people shook it around and stuff like that.
Go.
What'd you do? Sneak the post in there?
No. I snuck it up a little because it's off just a bit.
Is it?
so?
Yes,
No.
because
Is that
you
what it
should
is?
Be able to. I know it's off. I would love to have a level right now. I know it's off because you should be able to hit the gobstopper a lot easier off the left flipper, and that's kind of getting in my head.
Oh, I wasn't
can.
having any problems
Yeah,
doing
you
that
can.
though.
Well,
Maybe not while it's cruising.
Now I
got
gotta
to
check and make sure that the pin isn't. Is the pin off center? That's what I'm most concerned about now. Is it like shifted to the right? All right, you just OCD'd me. Hold on.
I like how we're all going for our excuses of why we can't beat these pink wits.
right.
God damn.
I didn't shift it.
Is it shifted?
I did not shift it.
All right. Well, we'll just go with it.
I'm my bad though.
Bill, do you want to start your
Let's do this.
one-player
Let's do this here.
game?
Yeah.
Bill was talking about a one-player game,
Here's
so
what
that
I-
he can get in the flow of each ball.
No. That's cheating, man.
Is it cheating if we do one player game?
No. Yeah, it is
Okay.
cheating.
All right.
So let's do this. Let's just reverse the order.
No. We'll keep the order.
Let's go Ken, Bill, Steve.
Why don't we?
Doesn't matter to me.
Because I'm used to batting lead off.
I'm gonna kick
What?
your asses either way.
Why don't we pay some rent real quick?
All right, we're gonna pay some bills here real quick on the Flip N Out streaming network. What I think is great is that there's nobody in the history of the world can step outside, burn a cigarette, and come back in before the end of that commercial. So I'm not sure if Bill, because he was already walking out.
He was already out.
All right. So, anyways, No, I don't want to do. I don't want to do player. Let's go. Let's go to. Let's do a 2-player game.
I'll start it up.
Start it up.
2P?
Yeah,
All
go.
right, let's do it.
All right. Bill can add on later if he's done. All right.
Let's see what Bill did with this leg level here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, if that made the difference,
I mean,
I will also blame the leveling of the legs. Smitty says, just take the glass off. So I appreciate it, man. Well, I think you've already beat my score for the last game. You wanna put a player 3 in there. Whoa, Bill, welcome back.
Bill, I think this leg level, man. I think it's it.
Steve looks
It's in my head.
exponentially better right now.
It's in my head.
He's already at 9,800 points.
In my head. Damn right, take that glass off.
So Pinball Nerds, which is our buddy Albert, says, speaking of smoke breaks, I've not had one in a week. Woot woot. So I didn't realize you were a smoker there.
Albert, hey,
Albert.
good job, man. What was the trick for you?
Of the nicotine or of the Mary Jane? That's what kind of smoke breaks are we talking about out there?
Start smoking drinks here again, guys.
So yeah,
Actually,
we
probably should smoke a drink on
drinks.
this.
No. So last stream we were partaking in the Woodford bourbon, and that did not go well after the stream. After we kept partaking in the Woodford bourbon, so I'm taking the week off of bourbon here. Booyah! Jobber wants to know, when are we streaming the Harry Potter VP X Pin? That's a question for Zach, obviously. Pinball Nerds Podcast. Oh, no, I still vape Mary Jane all the time, but no tobacco for a week. Tiki Pinball, both. Kaz, does everybody like JJP lowering scoring or old Bally AFM high scoring? So do you prefer like scoring in the billions or do you prefer scoring in the 100,000s, Bill?
You know what? Honestly, I kind of like the early Bally Williams like getaway, 50 million, 100 million for a super jackpot, but that jackpot was a mother to hit. I kind of like that scoring. Like Demo Man got a little too high. Adam's Family was still reasonable. So I kind of like this scoring, in all honesty.
So you like lower scoring in general?
Yeah, I do.
Now you can get a game like Ghostbusters where you could score low and or high, like
Yeah.
right.
Well,
What's your low score on Ghostbusters right now?
Low score 200, and I think I grand
200 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you put 3 players in?
No, I only did 2. But I think we can
Yeah, you can add it right now. You want to add it when you go up there, Bill?
Yeah.
Don't be leaving me out. I didn't go on break.
I am a third away
There we go.
to the Pin Quest Challenge.
Just my boy.
So Steve, up to the second, what's going on like with the releveling of the machine on the fly by Bill Webb? What was the biggest thing you noticed on that ball one?
Absolutely nothing. I just think it's in my head now.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
So Bill Webb's like the Zen master of Pin
You
Quest
know
challenges.
what? I don't know. Maybe,
He got us all thinking about something else.
Maybe it did something. Maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see. Again, if anybody is looking for a Black Knight Sword of Rage LE with low plays,
Yeah.
we have one here in the Chicagoland area. It's at Special Inlet Studios A. Mint condition, perfect pin. I've been playing it and enjoying it. Reach out to Zach at Flip N Out Pinball, and he can let you know how you can come out to the studios, play it with us a little bit, have a couple beers or waters, whatever tickles your fancy, and then we'll help you load that bad boy up.
I
All
might
right?
even stop by and help you get it out of there.
Hey, we can even double up, man, and maybe go for burritos afterwards.
Oh, nice, dude.
Wow, that's like a pinball podcasting Make-A-Wish Foundation night.
Absolutely.
You're eating warm chicken, cold chicken with Beatty, and you're eating burritos with Bill.
Oh, I need some chicken.
40 Woggets. This is like a telethon. Call now. The call-ins afterwards, but yeah, I like that style.
It's 42 jits. 2 digits. 42 jits.
Yes, definitely make a Wish Foundation for pinballers. If anyone is really that interested in having a burrito or cold
Ken is
chicken
getting
with
frustrated.
Steve, please reach out to us. Nice. That's a damn good score on Star Wars, I think.
All right.
Willy Wonka's pissing me off, guys. Not gonna lie to you a little bit. Getting a little frustrated. The releveling totally threw me off because I was just getting used to the other thing, and it's all your fault, Bill.
I turned it up.
2,850 points.
I turned it up 3 clicks, dude. I could turn it back.
God, jeez. I need a snozberry. Is that what it is? I need something. Ugh. Is the sound getting to me? Albert wants to know. No, I don't think the sound's getting to me. What's getting to me is I'm getting into myself. I'm in my own head. I keep thinking about
put
this.
anything together, everything gets to you.
No.
Everything starts to grate a little bit.
Now, but let's reflect last week. Now, Joe Katz had the same thing, right? He came out and he did horribly for his first five or six games. And then he ended up blowing up the game, and he was in Wonka freaking wizard mode, office mode, and all that kind of stuff. What was that, dude? Is it me again?
The machine is so level, the ball got stuck on the left side of the trough before it would roll down when I smacked it. You think I'm kidding?
Put the post in, says Chris.
Post not going in.
Yeah,
No post. We are some postless mother suckers.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't none. Yes, Zach, forget that post. I got bronchitis. We ain't got no time for no post.
Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, it's funny that the first day we played it, we're like, damn, they forgot to put a post in.
Okay, so that got in my head, though.
Right?
Yeah, because I saw the post missing, and I'm like, dude, what in the kind of cobby nonsense is this?
Little flub on the assembly line, but
Yeah.
nope.
No.
They're in your coin door.
Jersey
Coin
Jack
box.
didn't do us like that. It was all
No,
good.
Yeah, it was all good.
All right, so let me read this trick here.
2-inch flip.
I'm going to shoot the TV. There we go.
So
You know
did-
what?
I like your strategy. You have to take the schnozberries about 45 minutes before you start playing the game.
Dude, schnozberries and booze do not mix.
No. We are gonna see this game through. Which he's doing all right, man. He's in the lifting fizzy tower. Yes, this game's taking us a little to town, but that's all right.
It is. But I don't know if you guys have been tuning in since the Flip N Out channel started. We are not the best players by any means.
No. Hey, but you know what? We all have our own attributes to pinball.
Damn it! Now we have some Pin Quest challenges that.
Yeah, we
so
do.
So before Pin Quest challenges, it was, the loser
were
would
doing
take
all right.
the loser would take a shot of Malort,
Yeah.
which made you really not want to come in last place.
Extra balls are at the end of the game, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
So
All
Beanie
right.
should be back up now.
All right, good times.
All right, Ken, it's on, man.
It's on. It's on. Here we go.
All right.
Cause says, Lord of the Ring breath is not the size of your flipper, but if you can drain it down.
A little double entendre there.
I'm not quite sure what
Don't
that
want to
means,
go
man.
there. I mean, we try and keep it kind of at least PG-13 friendly on this show, right?
No, not on the stream. Maybe the podcast. I showed the backup Terry at work. It was a hit. Yeah, so the backup Terry, I have yet to see, but it made its appearance on the This Week in Pinball podcast. And now Zach's calling all of his kids Terry. So if you haven't listened to that last episode, Terry and his video went viral, and I think it was a guy in a motorized wheelchair that got stuck too close to the launching of fireworks, and he couldn't back up. And there was some yelling from the crowd asking Terry to get the hell out of Dodge there, and he couldn't do it.
I have not seen that one.
It's pronounced Turry. Turry. Gotcha. You know what this game needs, Bill? Is a center post kit. I wonder if you could retrofit the Ghostbusters center post kit for that.
We need that. We need
We'll
to
put the
that
left
left
post in. We'll
We're
put
gonna
some
drop-
rubber bands between the flippers.
Drop that right post all
Right.
the way down.
Head Boss Hog says, I was dying laughing listening to the podcast, just the audio. The audio was actually pretty funny. His wheelchair is on the fritz,
All right, I
and
need to check
it
that
was
out.
hilarious. 42 Git says, LOL, laughing out loud.
You guys talking
Hilarious
about
AF.
some Stephen Hawking stuff with the wheelchair bit or what?
Taco pizza with 200 bits, buddy.
Nice. Thank you, brother.
I would love to take the 200 bits and buy a taco pizza.
me too.
But it all goes back into the stream, right? It all goes back in. The support goes back into making the stream better.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Taco Pizza.
Zach, were you referencing a little John there? Yes.
I like the Little John impression there, Bill.
Okay.
Okay.
We had a Roman candle fight until I caught my pants on fire and multiple burns. Yeah, that could definitely turn ugly quick. It's a great time until you get burned, though. Head Boss Hog, I think 1,000 bits is $10. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was the best, Zach, on Chappelle with that,
man.
you know, when he was at the doctor. It's like,
Classic.
do you smoke? Yeah. Are you in pain? Yes. You know, that was the greatest skit on that show in my eyes. No, we don't need
Yes.
this for money. If we did, I wouldn't be waking up at 3:45 tomorrow morning. But believe me, I wish I could. All right, what's he trying to say with that? What? What? That and the Prince skit, dude, that was pretty good too. Shirts versus blouses.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Chappelle, shirts versus blouses.
Dude, I don't think I've seen that.
Tag from Mark, thank you much, man, for the 100 bits. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Tell me I'm not the only person that didn't see that the Chappelle show with all
Oh,
these
I'm
skits, man.
sure you're not.
He should have done one on pinball.
Kidding me? I lost control of that.
Dude, he should have been Roger Sharp playing in front of the crowd, man. That would have been a pretty good skit.
Oh, yeah, Rick James classic.
So,
Oh, Ken getting the extra ball.
Kaz, how this works is if you give us bits, it translates into money, which helps make a better stream so then we can buy more equipment. Because we are doing this non-for-profit. And Ken got a golden ticket, too.
Oh, thank you.
No kidding.
All right, got a golden ticket here, gentlemen.
I'm Rick James. Forget your couch. Cry me with the golden ticket.
Bill, I think your little level adjustment over there, helping everybody out, man.
Well, dude, honestly, I need to get the back. I need to get at the
Besides
back
yourself.
of the machine. I need to get. I need to get to the back of the machine.
Oh,
for me
and
to feel
Ken
right.
takes the lead.
Art Van Delay 1990. Thank you very much for the breakdown on that. Appreciate it much.
A little shout out to Seinfeld there, huh? Cool.
Bits are like tips. I heard something else in my head when I was saying that.
That's I like that.
Just for a minute.
Wow. Thought I just heard something that probably was not in the game.
Yeah, bits for nips. No, we're not doing that's like the way after our stream after Kevin and I leave and Steve's streaming by himself. Just keeping that honest there.
Let me get the bits. All right.
Oh, here we go.
PinQuest showing up the challenges again. All right, guys, we haven't even gotten to 350, so Ken is slowly chugging away. Oh, he's got Kid Multi-Ball. I think he might get that tier 1 here.
I had to stack some kids there before I started that multi-ball.
Stacking
Right.
All two.
stacking the
Ryan,
kiddos.
Ryan, what's going on, brother? How you been? Hey, Lord Helmet. Yeah, it is Amazon Prime Day, so you should be getting a whole bunch of
Right.
gifts in the next 2 days.
Wow, look at those points jumping.
And a mode.
Big points right here. Yeah, dude, same day
No
Amazon.
kidding.
Say what?
That's crazy, man.
Weird.
Too bad we couldn't Amazon some
I
points
ordered
on this
I
game.
ordered like a speaker from Fry's the other day. Fry's Electronics, and that showed up the day of.
Now that's crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, man, it's just been a crazy time, Ryan.
Wow, level 2.
oh.
Wait, yeah, we got level 2 up in there.
Where did we get?
All right, here we go. Did we break
Tier-
the PinQuest cherry at least?
Yep. Big time.
All right.
What do you got?
Oh,
770.
and people were making fun of my leg
All right.
leveling.
You got a level tier 2, Cam.
The game seems so much more level to me right now.
Right. Thanks, Bill.
Appreciate it.
Are you being a smart?
That was a one-ball game, though, right? You walked up with
Nothing.
maybe 150.
So thanks to, well, I had a really bad first ball.
Yeah.
But thanks to the PinQuest scoring challenge at 650,000, it's 1,750 bits from PinQuest. So now he's not awarding those bits now because he's going to award the highest tier. We still have an opportunity to outperform that performance and score higher. So I appreciate the fact that we're in the bits tonight, and thank you, PinQuest. I really appreciate that. And did we let everybody know that after Taco Pizza Attack from Mark used 100 bits, and we did, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And that Pinball Nerds podcast has used 9 bits.
Oh,
To
Pinball Nerd
say hello.
Podcast.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
man.
much, Albert.
Appreciate it,
I
brother.
appreciate that,
Albert.
man. Good deal. So PinQuest Tier 2, thank you very much. Lord of the Ring Breath. Hey, Alberto. Flipping Out Pinball is at Alberto Drink 1. Hey, man, great to meet you at Southern Fried Gaming Expo. And Albert, thank you for the good wishes on the score. Let's do it again. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm feeling warmed up. The game's level. We're ready to rock and roll and try to get to Tier 3 here on Willy Wonka
And by level,
and the Chocolate Factory.
we mean
by-
level-ish.
by Jersey Jack Pinball.
Level-ish.
Level-ish.
Come on, man.
Albert says, "Sorry, it should be 10."
We are
no,
lo-
I love it. It's just the love, man. I appreciate that you're even here, man, because I know that
Oh, too far.
you've got your own streaming going on too, and I try to jump in there whenever possible. Seems like when people that I want to see stream are streaming, lately I've been at like Little League baseball tournaments. It's been taking up my whole summer. So, yeah.
The drinks might be starting to level out the game. Lord of the
why
Rings
can't
Breath,
I
thank you
read?
for the 50 bits.
Anna the Matisse says the drinks are starting to level out the game. Absolutely right. Lord of the Ring Breath, you're my guy. Thank you for the 50 bits, man. That's awesome.
10, 15, 20, 25.
So Albert has a little bit of an internet connectivity issue preventing him to stream from his new home. So I'm sure
Oh,
you'll
no.
figure that out, man.
Time to buy a new home.
Well, he just did. He just relocated.
Time to buy another one.
Right. He's going to have to get unlimited, what do they call it, data plan on his phone and use that as a hotspot
Yeah, hey, that'll work.
to stream, right?
We're streaming in 8K, guys. So, if you're capable.
Oh, jeez.
The sticks. Yeah, man. That's tough.
Yeah, it seems like internet's kind of hit or miss depending on certain areas. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think of it, if I ever move, I'm going to make sure that's
Yeah, internet is, yeah.
internet and pinballs in and out easy.
Yeah.
Two top things,
Yeah,
babe.
a
Anything
stairway,
else?
a great stairway.
Or ground level, or,
Yeah, a ranch with like a
walkout basement.
basketball court that you could fill up with pins.
Now we're talking. Yeah, use the work phone.
Man, that post has got me twice.
Which post?
Yeah, or a nice garage, Dave.
Oh, yeah, right.
The thing is that right ramp is so inviting and it's so easy to hit, but if you're just a little bit early
Yeah.
and you hit that stand-up target that's
Just
just,
a bit
to the left,
outside.
it is angled to just shuttle down, just straight down the middle, faster than you know what you accidentally had done.
Yeah,
So,
it will shovel it right where you don't want it.
yeah. Dave Fogren's in chat. Hello, Dave.
Brother Dave.
Oh, Russian fan 1974 with 500 bits.
Thank you, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
man. That's awesome. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah,
it's
just
good
a bit
times.
outside.
Guys, and I want to be clear, too, because the Flippin' Out Pinball channel, this is run by Zach and Nicole Menny, right? This is their business, Flippin' Out. But they've been very gracious in allowing us not only the opportunity to play the games for everybody and then to kind of open up chat with everybody else, but also they do allow us to keep all of the bits that are here and that are donated in chat. We will never go out of our way to ask for bits because it's just not our way. But I do want to let you know that any bits that come our way is greatly appreciated, and it literally goes back in to improving the stream. So it's we are not out eating taco pizza.
No, I don't think we've ever gotten a paid-for meal out of this deal.
Well, just because we've chosen not to do that.
No,
so.
because literally we just try and keep, here, new mixers, new computers, new cameras.
We're always evolving the audio equipment, the streaming equipment, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So,
and we have other avenues that we want to kind of pursue with this too. That we are currently trying to. How do I want to say this? Get involved into.
everything that comes into this streaming channel goes back into the streaming channel. This streaming channel. So this is good to go. Dave Falgren, thank you for the 5 bits, buddy. I appreciate it. Cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one, cheer one. We need to come up. Now, I had somebody that offered to make some like fancy little emoticon graphics for different tiers of subs.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get something like that.
That'd be cool.
We're not fancy enough to figure that out on our own. Tiki Pinball says, come on now, Zach's at home counting his bits. I'll tell you what, Zach, if he is at home, he's definitely not counting any bits.
Definitely
This I do know. He's probably editing up a video
While watching
something.
this.
While watching
somehow.
this, while he's on the phone, while he's helping a
Zach
customer
has time for-
with a deal.
Yep.
Yeah, so again, Chicago Expo, if anybody's going, that's awesome. Let us know. But if you're pinball media, if you do streaming, if you do YouTube channel, if you do anything with podcasting, anything that offers content to pinball, please email me at specialwhenlitpinballpodcast@gmail.com because we've got an opportunity for you if you can make it out to Pinball Expo this year in Chicago. So I think that's pretty important. Russian Fan 1974 says, Lord of the Ring Breath, my 8-year-old is named Geddy Lee. Good
Nice.
times.
Yeah, please let us know for sure. Definitely. The more people that we, that go to the show, it's easier to connect with in person. And I don't know about you, but I think going to these shows, Steve, I mean, here, when we were at the show, it was even hard walking through because people were like, hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Why did I do that?
That was great.
You know why I got burned on that again?
'Cause of
because
me?
I did exactly what I wasn't going to do, and I was going to. Pissed off. I don't like it, man. I don't
Kaz,
like
thanks
that
for the
I
100
can't-
bits.
I cannot follow my own directions.
You got tier 2, you're all good.
I got tier 2, but
Last ball with
We're just warming up here.
Not looking good.
it's 8 o'clock Central Time.
Man.
So, Kaz, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Thank you very, very, very much, man. And for those of you late to the party here, Kaz is joining the Special Willet family. He's going to be our correspondent for American Pinball. So be ready to go for that. And Kaz has used
another
400 bits. Look at
Thank
this
you.
guy. Rockefeller right now. Thank you, man. That's totally nice of you. What an animal. Oh, and the Lord of the Rings breath is calling Zach an animal. Because guess what Zach is doing right now, guys? Zach Benny is tweaking the Cosmic Carnival that he has right now, catching up on his day job. He's reviewing TWIP for a midweek podcast release. He's unloading games. He's returning messages, and he's editing his new straight down the middle video. If you notice, the one thing he's not doing is counting bits.
No, he's not.
No, he's not counting bits. So,
Dude, he's always got something going, man.
I can legitimately say with confidence, and it's not because he's a personal friend of mine. And the reason he's a personal friend of mine is because
His dedication.
I can vouch for his character, even outside of pinball. He's just a good dude.
Yeah.
But the one thing I can say is, not the one thing, he's got to be in the top 2 or 3 hardest working people in pinball. In pinball,
Yeah. Absolutely. Dude, I'm almost saying in general.
right?
Dude,
I mean,
Zach Benny for
that's what I would say.
president. At least
Yeah.
there won't be no scandal.
Hashtag 3 jobs. 3 jobs probably would be welcoming for Zach.
Yeah.
Zach right now just listed off a bunch of stuff. It's tough, man. Steve, that extra ball is lit. No pressure.
Yep.
The thing with what he does is I don't have the energy to keep up with that, man.
No.
I mean,
Dude, I am a princess with sleep, so yeah, there's no way.
I don't get sleep. I don't get sleep. So Head Boss Hog says he has 3
Right.
jobs. That's how he buys his games. Absolutely respectable, man. That's how you should buy your games. No, well, I'm not saying you should work 3 jobs to buy pinball, but the fact that you're working 3 jobs to facilitate
Oh,
a
that's dedication,
pinball
man.
hobby, it
That's
is
awesome.
dedication. Berto Drink 1 says, is there a TWIP for the hardest working guy in pinball? I vote for Zach. Well, you know what? You might see that award come up this year, ironically, from TWIP, right?
Yeah, between Zach and Jeff at This Week in Pinball.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
guys
well,
put
Jeff,
in a lot of work.
exactly, too.
Zach's-
Everybody at TWIP
now
is
Zach's
working hard.
Legit. I mean, he's full time. I mean, he's all in, baby.
And, I failed to mention Jeff. Jeff at This Week in Pinball, I guarantee you he's putting another 20, 30 hours into doing TWIP every single week.
Oh yeah.
Well, we talked to him at TWIP, dude. I mean, that's what he said. Dude, he's averaging at least 30 hours a week just on TWIP.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
on top of his regular job, which I don't know how you find time to do that. I know I'd be divorced in a week if I try to pull that off. All right, just getting caught up here.
Have more pins. I know how it is, man.
It's a sad day when Dennis gets talked into a Popeye showdown and beats Zach down so bad he has to take a break. Oh, yeah, dude. Zach is like all-encompassing on pinball. Between the editing and...
don't go in there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Albert, what do you like better, Popeye or Demolition Man? This has been a source of contention.
Oh.
Well, I will even leave that as the tiebreaker, whether or not I need to play a Popeyes. So Zach says we're going to have Dave
Hey now.
and Mark out at some point. I like Demo Man, too.
Hell yeah. Let's set it up, Zach. I have the room here. Or if they're doing their own, I don't think that's cool too, man.
I like the pin stadiums on it. I think pin stadiums definitely are a not a necessity, but
What up, Dave?
I think they definitely help it out, man. Honestly, I think they help on every game though. So I know I got a couple of pins that I got to get some stuff on order from Scott here soon this week. Oh, Chris the Pin Turn with Gilligan's Island in the discussion. Well, Chris, dude, if you saw Pinside last week, there was a guy parting out a Gilligan's Island in St. Charles. That might have been me.
Oh.
We actually got a flooded one.
I missed it. I missed it.
Oh, you didn't miss much, man. So it got dropped off. Our buddy Dave brought it to me and saw the condition and had that thing stripped out in, what was it, about 30 minutes?
I saw Dave's, what did Dave have?
WWE or WWF.
Yeah, WWF. That was similar condition. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
From
yeah. They were in the same
building.
basement when the flood hit, and I was hoping to save the game, but no, But actually, you know what? There's a guy that's coming to pick the entire playfield up Friday, and he wants to try and save it. So good for him. The cabinet was trash though, so we shall see how it goes.
See how it goes. All right, let's switch the order here. Ken, when you start it up?
Happy to.
Do you want to pay our bill? Oh, do you want to pay bills
Step
first?
outside.
Huh?
Do you want to pay bills first?
I'm good. How about after this game?
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. 808.
Because
Nice.
then we have
I
to
like
listen
it.
to this music.
I like it.
It's not that that's a bad thing.
No, all good. Yeah, you know what, Chris? It could have been the nicest one. It's still, I know this much. It's still on Pinside for sale. Pin stadiums are awesome. No 13,000 Gilligans for me. Dave stripping WWF now. Dennis, I agree with you, man. There's just so much stuff in Demo Man versus Popeye. It's insane. Yeah, and you know what, Dave? That's kind of what I was hoping for. I didn't want to sell Popeye in pieces and part out a game. I'm not sure exactly what this dude's going to do with it, but he wants to try and save the playfield and the stuff and throw it into another game, or he has a cabinet. So, in all honesty, I lost money selling it to him, but you know what? I'd rather see the game live than not.
Oh, clipboarding me on that?
Oh. So am I still in the middle then?
Yeah, you're still in the middle.
All right.
You actually don't know. It's like a snaking draft, buddy. You're,
All right.
you're still there. Snake draft.
I'm not last pick.
Trending up as Demo Man. Anyhow, did we talk about who would be in? Now, let me ask you this, because we've got a new game coming out from Stern here in the next couple days. They're going to reveal it at Comic-Con.
Yep.
And, I mean, there's rumors on what the game are going to be. Now, the one thing we know for sure that's coming from Stern, and that's going to be later this year, I would assume, is going to be Elvira 3.
Yep.
And does Elvira 3 weigh into any purchasing decisions that are happening this summer? And is this something that you've been waiting to acquire? Is this on everybody's watch list? And if it is, why? And if it's not, why not? Because for me, Elvira 3, I've been such a big fan of Scared Stiff. I'm really looking forward. I'm a big Greg Ferreras fan, and I do like Dennis Norman layouts because they're different and unique. So I am really anticipating Elvira 3.
So we know who's coding it. We know who's designing it.
Well, I mean, the rumor is that Lyman Sheets is coding Elvira 3, so I mean, that's pretty huge. We know Greg Ferreras is on artwork.
Yep.
And Dennis Norman designed the playfield, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a trifecta. Lord of the Ring Breath, Elvira 3, not for me. Not for me. Pinball Nerds Podcast, not for me. I can't stand the theme. Chris the Pin Turn is talking about shirt sales over there. Tiki Pinball, nope. But I've been waiting. I love Scared Stiff. Falgren's Scared Stiff is my favorite WPC. Absolutely.
Wow.
Jobber says I'm waiting on all purchases, waiting on Deep Root's first pin. Well, I mean, I was waiting on Deep Root's first pin for a little while. So
For a little bit.
at this point, I'm not going to wait for Deep Root. But when it pops up, if they're able to manufacture how they say they're going to be able to manufacture, I shouldn't lose out on making a purchase. So that's good.
Sounds like that Richard Marx song. I'll be right here waiting for you.
Yeah.
And waiting and waiting.
Lord of the Ring Breath says, since it's Lyman, I'll play the crap out of it. I just won't be a buyer. Russian 1974, don't make any decisions until they come out. People are not Maiden, and they hate the music. Chris the Printurn says, super pumped for Elvira. Hope it has some unique mechs. I wonder how raunchy or risque that game's going to be with artwork and callouts.
I guarantee you it's going to be nothing like the first
I don't
two.
know. I think it has to be. I mean, that's what Cassandra Peterson, her whole shtick is based on, like double entendres and some sexiness. And so I don't know. I don't know how you do the pin without doing it. It'll be interesting to see how that's received. And will there be an adult mode? You know?
Yeah, I could see some hate mail going to Stern on that deal, though.
We'll see. Better hold your breath. Deep Root, says Albert. If you want to pick up Head Boss Hog talking to Kaz there, I'm going to take a turn.
All right. Yeah. Heck yeah, order now. Absolutely.
The promo code.
You know, I honestly, Kaz, I could definitely see them having a modesty sticker, especially if it was slightly risque or the family-friendly mode, something like that.
You know what,
Berto? Yeah, definitely love the humor and pins.
Humor and pins. It's a big thing.
Oh yeah.
That's some classic '90s stuff. You know.
Vending room.
Pirate Captain Red Eye. I spent all my money on one of the 40 Big Lebowskis. Interesting investment. I'm sure it'll pay off though.
No, that's cool, man.
Elwin, Denisi, Minier pins coming. Going to be great this fall. Yeah, it should be real
It's gonna
interesting.
be exciting.
You know, especially if Minier's doing Guns N' Roses, that would be pretty awesome.
Pinquez, he's back.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand it tonight with this.
Adult mode would be nice.
no,
Are there any games with adult mode right now that you can go
Not that I can think
into
of.
the menu and switch to adult mode?
Not that I can think of.
There's been, this has been discussed a while.
You know what
now.
would be good is like an adult mode for Oktoberfest.
Yeah, and that's been discussed, right? But it's not.
Well, I think
in
they said they
there.
were going to do that. So
do
if you're on the
recall-
fence for an Oktoberfest because of an adult mode, when that does come out, you will be able to switch to an adult mode. Because we all know that the Porvino dog is too scared to go down the slide. Good times.
That was good times.
Gasoline says, soon all the pins will be like Spinal Tap's Black Album, so it doesn't offend anyone anymore.
Pirates has an adult mode.
Chris the Pinturn says Deadpool would make a great adult mode. Yeah, that'd be another great. Sopranos has the mode. Dave Falgren knows that one.
Okay, all right.
42 Gits, holding my decision until the end of the year. I'm ready to buy. I think that's you, Steve. You're up, actually.
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
Literally.
Up on,
I got you. I'm gonna keep everybody. We're going to be rocking the hits of yesterday and today.
Yeah, buddy.
Keep you all up on chat. Pinball Nerds
Nobody
Podcast.
wants to
Das
miss my
Wiener Dog.
Awesome playing.
Da Wiener Dog. Lord of the Ring Breath. Das Wiener Dog and Da Wiener Dog.
Zavina dog.
Now, Zach from Flip N Out Pinball says new non-friendly callouts in Oktoberfest are funny and raunchy, tongue-in-cheek. So Zach's got some confirmation on that? Is that what I'm getting? Do we have breaking news in the Flip N Out Pinball stream?
Oh.
Zombie adult mode is really raunchy, Dave says, from Rob Zombie. I'm a big fan of Spooky Pinball and their pins in general. Rob Zombie never... Oh, man. I just don't like playing it. It just never, I never really got into Rob Zombie.
No. The theme is, a little tough to swallow for me, too. So, I mean, I kind of get that.
Lord of the Ring Breath is saying, no talk about the Game of Thrones code stream.
We don't know enough to talk about it, in all honesty.
I didn't get a chance to see it. We were recording our podcast when the stream was going on, but I know Dead Flip was streaming it with Dwight They may still be streaming it with Dwight. So if you are into Game of Thrones and you are into updating the code on Game of Thrones, you might want to switch channels and check that out. And we'll still be here, so come back and visit us. If you're into Willy Wonka and horrible pinball play and stupid fun banter and beer drinking,
We may or may not be here.
You've hit the same channel. You've hit the channel here, guys. Is it me?
Yeah.
Jackpot.
All right, so I'm catching up here. Berto, yeah, okay, so he's enjoying the P3 multimorphic setup a little more. And Pinball Nerds, thank you for the 10 bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Zombie is good. You know what? I just haven't had a ton of time on it, and I'm really kind of theme-based.
I've never plunged on Rob Z.
Yeah, you know what, PinQuest? Honestly, with the whole butt-grabbing monkey thing, yeah, that was a little... a lot of people got, upset about that, so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see a lot.
Everybody gets offended these days. Can you, some of these pens back in the day, I mean, there's no way. There's no way.
Hey, dude, almost comment of the night. Domino's pin is fun, unless you're...
I can't tap the ball because I keep going down the left drain because there's not a post there because the game's not level. I'm just kidding.
Ken, tell us how you really feel.
Ken digging the Wonka.
That left out lane is killing me tonight.
Yeah, me too.
So
Right, reminds me of
before I was
Joe-
bitching
reminds me
about
of
the
Joe
right out lane.
Katz.
The left out lane is sucking it all up tonight. What reminds you of Joe Katz?
Just
Am I bitching?
No, just you're
getting
your
fired up,
short
guys.
ball times, and for like the first 6 games, Joe just walked away shaking his head.
And then I'm gonna light up 2 Wonka Office Wizard modes. The first time ever to do twice in the same game on a stream.
oh, way down.
Love your games. Yeah, well, Bill leveled it, so I don't know. We'll see.
Seems pretty level. Not seeing any funky stuff going on.
I wonder how many Primus pins sold. Do not know. But you can. I'm sure if you emailed Stern, they'll let you know the exact numbers.
Yeah, they're around.
No, they won't. They will not do that.
Very good at that. Yeah.
Kaz says he'll have to contact American Pinball tomorrow and ask about the possible adult mode. Great idea. Kaz will be covering American Pinball for Special One Lit Pinball
Good
Podcast.
stuff, man. That's awesome.
Our newest correspondent, Tiki Pinball. They got butthurt about monkey grabbing. Chris Pintern, imagine Bride of Pinball made today. Jobber says he knows that they made 100, but do you honestly think they sold more than 30? I don't know what they sold. I know there's still some available, so they didn't sell 100, but over time, those games will sell. Chris the Pintern, one of my favorite games, Lord of the Ring Breath at Flip N Out Pinball. And this is, I guess, letting us know about the updated code on Game of Thrones. Now, all houses have a different button ability, like Complete Mode, Temp Lord of Light, Buy Playfield Multipliers, Freeze Timers, etc.
I need to get more control of this ball, dude.
Yeah, no, well, that's the problem with me, too. I'm doing too much on the fly. This game, I'm going to try to get control of the ball, and I'm going to try to just start multi-balls. So, are you ready for this? Oh, you need to pay some bills? We're going to pay some bills here real quick.
Bills paying bills.
Did you want me to start the bill paying before you leave?
Yeah, start bill paying.
I don't understand the transition here. All right, whatever it takes. Welcome back to the Flip N Out Streaming Network. I'm still trying to figure out why Bill wants us to go to commercial break so he can step out. But he steps out before the commercial break, and he comes back after the commercial break. So what's the transition for?
Paying something bills.
Well, no, the joke is we're paying
No, I
bills.
know,
All right,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got you.
Let's just play.
You need to play some people. Bills paying bills, being bits for bills.
You got the chapter, Steve.
Thanks, Albert. 10 bits. 10 bits. Oh, Ken's
Headphones down.
Ken's headphones down. Dude, this Wonka's destroying us tonight. Oh. Put me in a mood.
See, that's
We'll
that's
get it.
that,
We'll get it.
That stand-up target, and I'm not controlling the ball here. That's the other problem, and it's getting away from me.
Yep. So it's a location game, right?
I'm having some problems getting control of the ball in general.
Yeah. I'm seeing that, man.
I know.
So Kaz has a Game of Thrones Alien location.
That
Is the new
has
code
got
ready
me
for
all
download
night
or
long.
future release? You know what? I'm not sure. I've heard they're streaming right now. I don't know when that will be available for download.
What's that?
Oh, a few days, says Lord of the Ring Breath. The new Game of Thrones code.
Oh, I don't know.
I recommend if anybody wants more information about the Lord of the Rings or the Game of Thrones code, go over to the Dead Flip Pinball stream and you can ask all those questions there. We're not watching the stream, man, so
Yeah.
it's hard for us to kind of comment.
Yeah.
And I don't want to speculate on anything going on over there. I don't want to give any bad information.
Slapsay says, you got that tilt bob in there, Ken?
Oh, yeah, it's in there, guys.
It's there.
What's up, Chris Haper? Slap Save. Marlon, the light. This has become my new buddy. Thanks for coming to the chat, man. I appreciate it. Oh, and we got a new follower,
Well, he's
Zoe York.
Zoe
Thanks
York.
for following the channel, man. We appreciate it.
Or is it Zoo York?
Zoo York, or is it Zo York? In any event, thanks everybody for coming in here every week, man. Just hanging out with us. This is what it's all about. It's just hanging out, having some fun times. We happen to have pinball going on in the background. Essentially, is what it is.
Background shit.
You're not going to get a deep dive here, which you would get like if you went to This Week in Pinball. You're not going to see scores, lighting up the machine. We're trying to
Well,
go
we
ahead and
might light it on fire.
potentially.
Yeah.
But we're still trying to achieve some pin quests tonight. The pin quest challenge. Neil, if you're still here, if you want to repost those, let everybody know what we're trying to do. And Scott's here from Pin Stadium. The game is illuminated by Pin Stadium, as
you,
all the
Scott.
games that come in here into the Flip N Out Pinball streaming network are. So we've got a pretty solid team of people that are helping to promote pinball in general, and we're happy to be a part of it. Happy to be a part of your Mondays, and we hope we continue to be a part of your Mondays each and every week.
It's a good week, good way to start the week off too, man. I know I enjoy doing it, and honestly, everybody in chat, thank you very much for joining us every week. I'm sure there's other things going on, and you take time out of your day to be a part
So
of
that
this.
right shot's
So
gotta
it's
stop
you guys being a part of this that really makes this what it is.
Totally possible.
Don't forget to take some time out of your day to play some pinball. So long, everybody.
Everybody have a good morning, good afternoon. Nah, just kidding.
And good evening. How was your break there? You okay?
It was good. We paid some bills.
good. Paid some bills.
Scott throwing 16 bits. Thank you much.
Hey, thank you, Scott. Mr. Destructoid. I appreciate it, man. Is it me again?
Oh, those are cool
Yeah.
little dudes. So I keep going for that right ramp and hitting that left stand-up target on the
and it
left.
goes right down the middle.
And
Yeah.
that's a straight down the middle.
It is a straight down the middle.
That's-
This is a brutal stand-up target.
That is
and when you're
beware.
getting fed to this, and if you don't wait too long and you go early, that stand-up target's bringing you
Yep,
right here.
that's 2 balls in a row.
For those of you that haven't seen it, I'm sure I'll demonstrate to you that to you
Insta-death.
many times tonight. But yeah, it's annoying me.
Thank you, Neil, for reposting that. Pinball nerds, thank you very much, brother. And definitely pin turn.
So far,
Yeah.
Ken has tier 2. I think he's like somewhere in 700,000 range.
Yeah, Ken saved us so far to this evening.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
Because what was it, last Monday? It was basically for us three to try to accomplish one of the ones last week, which was, I think was like 500,000, 2 Wonka bar. Maybe it was either one
Two
or
Wonka bars, 750,000, a million
I
five.
mean, they were definitely achievable.
Yeah.
And by the end of the stream,
Well, the problem was we had so many people playing the game, dude. It was hard to.
yeah,
get
that's a
grasp on
good
it.
point.
Left
That's
out
a
lane
good
again.
point. So you're saying it's either left out lane, right out lane, or straight down the middle?
So you're saying there's a chance?
You don't have a problem with tonight here, Steve. The left out lane, the right out lane, and between the flippers.
I hear
what
that,
you're
King.
really saying
I
is
hear
just-
that, King.
Just gravity in general has really kind of screwed your game up tonight.
Oh, gravity. Oh, man.
It's hard to get because and this game shoots differently flipper strength wise than what I'm used to shooting on. And I'm not making excuses for myself, but like Black Knight Sword of Rage, I mean the flippers like it's ready to go through the back of the machine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where you come
Stern
here,
Hansen's cranked
it's a
for
different
sure.
flipper strength. It's it's adequate to make all your shots, but it's just not like nuclear flippers.
So last week, I think it was Joe might have went in and changed one of the flipper strengths. I think it was the left flipper. I think he bumped it up like 2.
Interesting. Well,
I don't know if that.
no, it wasn't a
holds.
flipper. I think it was a VUC that he adjusted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In any event, Tiki Pinball says, actually, I look forward to y'all's stream. I like having a playing and listening to the banter. Thank you very much. And as Dave Falgren has said before, this is the best stream to listen to, he says, right?
You don't want to watch.
You don't need to watch the stream. It's like a live podcast. So that's awesome.
Throw it over there. We should just broadcast this over the air.
I do not believe that our teen scores added up to 1.65 million on my game, unfortunately.
No, we might have broke a mill.
Loser Kid 3's here. What's up, man? How are you, buddy? How are you, Josh?
What up, Josh?
Josh from Loser Kid Pinball Podcast. Chris the Pinturn says, can't wait to get a couple dollar games against these fellas in Chicago. I bet you can't, Chris. Bet you can't wait. Well, you know what? If you're playing burritos for Bill, it's going to be a long night for you, but you'd probably be able to take some dollars.
What game? Wonka?
Oh, I don't know. Pinball Nerds Podcast with 10 bits. Thank you, man. Albert, stop sending us bits, buddy. We got to send you some bits. We got to send everybody some bits back. I need to jump on everybody's streams, and I need to support these streams. Just don't stream Monday nights between 7 and 10,
Yeah, because then that's definitely no go.
and we're good to go.
Hey, but we'll definitely play some Getaway at Bill's house for burritos. So, I mean, that's a challenge we could throw out to anybody.
Doing good, Josh. Doing good. Wombat Pinball. So, fellas,
No big points.
we have a new Stern game being announced on Thursday. What's your guys' guess? My guess is that...
Can we Steve Ritchie this answer?
Yeah, go for it.
My Little Ponies?
Oh, lucky.
No, it's
lucky
not that.
luck.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, everybody knows what the rumors are. I don't really know what Stern's going to be
stop it.
announcing on Thursday.
No.
So,
Supposedly the easy.
and in all honesty, I think if I knew, I wouldn't say.
We're not going to say it anyway.
But I'm not sure what they're going to be announcing.
No.
You never know.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know, that's kind of the great feel about this is
Thank
Tiki
you,
Pinball.
what?
The live podcast, it really is kind of a live podcast, which is funny because we do the podcast and the live podcast, it seems like. Chris the Pinturn.
Say what?
I'm not doing Popeye for burritos. That's just not happening. What else is going on here? No, yours is definitely worth jumping into. Pinball Nerds. Dave Falgren coming in. You think Park or World? Is it Jurassic Park or Jurassic World? I'm curious to see what everyone's opinion is on this.
Dude, I'm getting so pissed.
No, you're past pissed. Golden Girls. Loser Kid with Golden Girls. I heard Park, but who knows?
Are we still talking about pinball when I'm bitching about the left out lane?
We're still talking about pinball.
Come on, guys.
Talking about
Pinball Nerds
Bill's,
Podcast. I guess Park. So you're guessing Park over World.
Dude, I'm trying to think of the Golden Girls theme song now.
Kyle said, I also heard a rumor it was When Calls the Heart. But I hope that's not true. Wombat Pinball also felt that maybe, since it's being announced at Comic-Con, that it could be Godzilla. Yeah, Godzilla's been floated around out there.
Yeah.
Captain says, neither, I hope. Chris the Pinturn, he's on tilt. Jobber says, Universal isn't selling Jurassic Park anymore. They just rethemed the Jurassic Park ride at Universal, so it will be Jurassic World. So,
interesting.
So if it's Jurassic Park, Jobber, we're all going to come back and chat and question your ability to properly report the licensing issue. So be careful there, buddy. Be careful. Wombat Pinball, but hey, this is the fun of pinball, the unknown. Golden Shower Girls. Oh, dude, Lord of the Ring breath. Why did I read that in real time?
Yeah,
You just dropped the mic.
Ken drinks.
Oh, geez.
Reads in real time.
Drain
and,
it or save it.
Sometimes regrets.
Golden Shower Girls pinball. Oh, Dennis's World is coming and not Park.
Player 3.
There's some friendship
Girls.
things going on over there. That's you, Steve, right? Player 3.
Who came up with the Golden Shower Girls? That's kind of...
That was Lord of the Ring breath. He's on fire tonight.
That's
He's reporting back on different streams. He's throwing bits out there. He's draining things. He's
coming up with some raunchy
he
stuff.
said, "Drain the Golden Shower Girls. Drain it." So interesting. Chris Evans is big now. They'll capitalize on that. Says Kaz Jobber. This stream lost its family friendliness. Yeah, this stream was never supposed to be family friendly, unfortunately. So our apologies. Our podcast absolutely is family friendly. So we get into the stream in the after hours. It's a little bit different. And I think the channel is marked explicit. So we do hold back on the vulgarities. I can't hold back on reading the chat in real time, so my fault. Drain it or save it adult modes in pinball, Bill?
I'd save it.
Shoot the Wonka
I'd
bit.
save it too. Why would you save it, Bill?
Just because when you're having your friends over for pinball night, you can make it a little bit more interesting. Like Demo Man, they've got the swear ROMs for it. Those are in.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have an adult mode and because you have the opportunity to switch that back for family, friends, kids, that sort of thing. If adult modes are your thing, it's good to have the option. PinQuest Pinball says, dudes, what's the cost to play pins at most locations in your area? Little market research going on for PinQuest Pinball. Lord Helmet says, at Lord of the Ring Breath, isn't that the point of Golden Shower Girls?
Thank you for being.
We got Lord Helmet and Lord of the Ring Breath all on the same topic. Lord of the Ring Breath says, late night pinball streams, drain it or save it? I'm going to save it because we're one of the late night pinball streams. It's as simple as that. If I drain it, we're not here anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means you guys aren't here because you're not in chat.
No, then you're
we
back,
like hanging out with you guys.
Then
on,
you're back hanging with the wife, and
well, which is not a bad thing. The wife should come.
depends
hang out.
on who you ask.
Right. Wombat Pinball guys, just want to say that I look forward to listening to your podcasts every Tuesday while I'm on the road. Always some of the best conversation, interesting takes on things. So thanks for the entertainment.
Thank you.
Wombat, if that's for Special When Lit, thank you so much. And if that's for This Week in Pinball, I will thank you on Zach's and Dennis's behalf.
Wow, Jobber's is getting real in here, huh?
Pirate Captain Red Eye with 1,000 bits. Thank
you,
you very
brother.
much, man. Woo! Bits for Nips as it gets into the after hours content, right, Steve?
for Nips.
That's for you.
Which
Thank
falls,
you, man.
falls into Jobber's comment here. Porn-themed pinball machines. Drain it or save it?
Drain that, man. That's
That's
come on.
Well, okay, but so like the original Playboy, would you drain that?
That's not porn.
Well,
There's difference between porn and
Playboy?
and Playboy.
okay.
In my opinion, I mean, I've not been one to promote Playboy. I don't get Playboy magazine and read the articles, and you know whether or not that's like demeaning to women. I have no idea, but in my opinion, it's not porn. Like porn to me is a different than like Playboy. Now there are other magazines that have porn.
That go a little.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys.
No,
Hey,
I
thanks for
gotta-
coming in
What
there,
I'm coming
Steve.
back into.
So that's just how it is. In any event, Wombat Pinball, This Week in Pinball, I listen to every Monday. So, Zach, if you're floating around here somewhere, thank you and the whole team out there for that.
So I
But
have
the
to.
statement before that was for the guys Special Inlet. Thank you, Wombat.
So I have to jump in here on this on Jobber's porn and pinball. So what if you did? Like
Jobber's been a rabble rouser for the last couple weeks. I'm
Well, just
noticing.
think about it. What if you did like a
Thank
President
you.
Trump versus Stormy Daniels pinball?
Like retheme a millionaire.
Yeah,
There you go.
something.
Flipping Out Pinball. Was working on a channel band last week. Picking up a pattern. Yeah. Krista Pintern, Drainer Save, Suggestive Pinball Art. Lord of the Ring Breath, announcements of announcements. Drain it or save it. Announcements of announcements. Yeah, I don't know. I would save it, I suppose. It all goes into the hype. Pinball right now is all about hype. Whether that's before or
is.
after a sale.
It is.
It's building the momentum. It's getting people to buy emotionally. It's getting people to the problem is when you announce an announcement too soon, and you just don't get anything.
I mean,
it loses.
You
its
have to
effectiveness.
announce it. I mean,
Yeah.
at some point.
Wombat Pinball with 100 bits. Thank you, Wombat. Appreciate it, man. You
Wombat.
already said nice things about us, and now you're doing 100 bits. It's super nice of you, man.
Right on, brother.
I do appreciate that. Savage Brunch says, what pinball isn't suggestive? Yeah, there's a lot. Even in some of the games that look family friendly, there's a lot of underlying themes or underlying things going on in back glasses and artwork and things like that. So it's all good. Carrie Hardy's chimed in with some porn pinball. Hey, Carrie, what's going on?
I just came back and I saw that was the first thing I read.
Right,
Dude, I was
right.
laughing. So
Chrono 861 wants to know what he missed. It's been an interesting stream tonight. Is that me, player 3?
I thought you were player 1 and Steve was player 3.
I thought so too. Right?
He got the extra ball. Someone got an extra ball.
Oh, then go for it. I think that's you, Steve. Player 3, so that must be you.
That's what happens when you start switching the rotation.
I know.
Lord of the Ring Breath with the gobble hole. Now the gobble hole is part of pinball history, and it doesn't mean what we think it would mean in the context of the conversation that's happened over the last 10 minutes or so. But maybe we switch gears a little bit here and get this back on track. The stream. Thank you for joining us on the Flip N Out Pinball Streaming Network. I'm Ken Cromwell. This is Bill Webb. We're from Special One Lit Pinball Podcast. It's our friend Steve Beatty. We're at Studio B tonight, and this is Beatty's place.
Thanks for joining us,
This
Chris.
just broke off the mic. Having some microphone issues tonight with. I don't like this. This pop filter's not any good.
So you're going to drain that pop filter.
I'm going to drain the pop filter. The pop filter's reminding me of.
As Ken gets knocked out, I will be shutting this down.
I get knocked out by the microphone.
So, Lord Helmet, dude, you have a good night, too? Bring back the ball eater. Yeah.
Let's go another game, gentlemen. Yeah, right. You got some words to say. Everybody ends their game and then they step outside.
Chrono 861, yeah, definitely a great shooter. I still think the code is good, man. I know there's some people that have some things to say about it, but, you know, I think you can... it's all what you make of it, in all honesty, in my opinion.
Wombat Pinball says, I've seen a significant amount of torment on that left stand-up target on the right ramp. Absolutely. I'm going to go to Pin Gallery with a friend of mine on Friday, going to put some quality time on Wonka and Batman. You have to have risk versus reward shots, and the nice thing about that stand-up target that's to the left of the right ramp is that it makes a very wide, inviting ramp still risky. And unless you have your game on where you're hitting ramps easily, that right ramp, as close and as inviting as it is, still offers a risk factor, because if you're a little bit early, it's literally coming right back in your face.
Kaz, I don't want to read that out loud.
Yeah, guys, let's get off the gobble holes. Let's get off the porn pins. Let's get off the any type of colored showers. Let's we're going to reset the chat here a little bit. So we're going to start from scratch here, gentlemen and ladies. If you could only play one pin for a month, and this is from Neil at PinQuest, which is it? Oktoberfest, Black Knight Sword of Rage, or Wonka? For me, it's Wonka.
I'm going to have to say Wonka or Oktoberfest.
You know what? I think if you put more time on Black Knight Sword of Rage, and I know you really didn't get an opportunity to do so, I think you'd find a new appreciation for the game.
You know what? It's not that I don't like the game, but which one would I rather try and master? Those would be it. Black Knight, I did like it. I actually do like the upper playfield on it. But I really like the modes in Oktoberfest. And obviously Wonka is just a great theme.
Wombat says, agreed on that. He's currently on Alice Cooper Nightmare Castle. If I could change one thing about the game, it'd be to have more stand-up targets instead of all the posts. That said, I love the game. I've heard that being stated before, so that makes sense. Chrono 851 or 861 says, similar question, Wonka versus Black Knight Premium. I'm currently playing Black Knight Premium, and I'm currently playing Wonka, and between the two, I'm going to Wonka. That being said, Black Knight Sword of Rage Premium LE is one of those games where if you're looking for the game that gives you the feeling that you want to just put one more game, that game like hits it out of the park.
Yeah. Dude, that was a fun game.
Yeah. And I'm not shilling the game. It's just because I had my doubts about it, and it is a fun game.
I did too. You know what? And I've had both Black Knights, and I was like, I don't know.
Kerry Hardy says, you get sent to hell. You have only one machine that you can play for eternity, and it's your least favorite machine. What is it?
Your least favorite?
So you're going to hell, and you have to play a game that you hate in hell for eternity.
Cactus Jacks or F14?
You always look for Cactus Jack.
Because it's so terrible. I want to have it. Dude, there's one on eBay right now.
No. Bugs Bunny? Yeah.
What would your
I
pin
don't
help
know.
pin
I'm just
be?
thinking of like millionaires, just something just
Millionaire is pretty terrible.
There's
I don't
the
know.
post.
There's the post that we all hate tonight. It's right there.
Oh,
Got me
you
again.
hit that red stand up.
Yeah, you are spoiled at Pins Rules. You got the Pirates and Alice Cooper's Nightmare Castle.
Spider-Man, Zach, what you talking about?
Wonka
That's Dr.
Standard is
John
the best
Pins
bang to
Rules.
buck. Yeah, I agree with you, Dave. El Toro.
Popeye.
I still got one more game feeling from Walking Dead Premium. Yeah, you know what? That's really
Walking Dead is a crazy game.
It is.
That's cool.
Savage Brunch, Bugs Bunny. That's obviously for Pinball Hell. Dave, I have to agree with you. Popeye. Pinball Sellout Demands Viewers by Black Knight.
For me, it might be, guess what System 11 pin I never, ever would like to own ever again?
Millionaire.
Yes, Millionaire.
Sharky Shootout.
No, I'll take a Sharky Shootout. Sharky Shootout's not a System 11, though.
It is.
It is? I don't think it is. Is Sharky Shootout a System 11?
Yeah.
Someone out here's got to know.
No. Sharky Shootout is a Stern pin, isn't it? That was with the Black Knight, the Black Widow, the Black Widow, Jeanette Lee. That's not a System 11. Is it a System 11?
No, the Stern one was the one with the white cab in the back.
Yeah, it's got the weird head. That's a System 11 pin.
Oh, that's not Sharky Shootout.
Sharky Shootout was like in the 2000s. Man.
Yeah, it was. That was a White Star by Dennis.
Yeah, White Star. Right.
Why
okay.
is the ball still going?
I don't know. Steve had a ball save there, and he's generously letting that. Oh, there it goes. Hey, there you go.
Just
Nicely
a bit
done.
outside.
That was your pin quest challenge of the night.
Very
man.
generous ball save.
Oh,
No.
Chrono just traded an 1812 for a Sharkies.
Sharkies is a System
Oh,
11.
Chrono. I've been looking for a class of 1812 for a little while, actually.
What is that early Stearns 2000 pool pinball game?
Sharky Shootout.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it is. It's with Jeanette Lee.
Sharkies is legit. There's sharks on the back
No.
left. There's sharks in the game. It's a
Sharky Shootout
it's a freaking
is.
System 11.
What are you talking about?
Dude, you've never. Okay.
Sharky Shootout was coded by Dwight Sullivan. It's a Stern. It's a Stern
I
title.
might be getting my titles
and
mixed
it's
up.
Black Widow,
So-
the Jeanette Lee, who's featured in that game, and
No,
it had
there's-
like a weird showcase style head,
Yeah, okay.
kind of similar
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Houdini.
Yeah, you might be right. there.
Right.
But there's another
Cue Ball Wizard.
System 11. No, that's Gottlieb, I believe. Cue Ball Wizard. Now we need to research. Hang on, guys. Pool Shark. Wait,
Yeah,
Pool
Pool
Shark.
Shark.
Is that the System 11? Okay, hang on.
Well, there was like 42 pool themed System 11 pins here. Where's Dennis Kriesel? So Dennis owns the Sharkies.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So I think Dave's got it.
Pool
I think
Sharks. Dennis is saying is what. You're
Okay,
thinking.
so Pool Sharks, legit. You guys look this up. There's a shark.
Hey, just so you know, Chrono's 861. He's gonna be right back.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Chrono. We will.
And Dennis
be here.
is double FS there. So yeah.
Sorry, dudes. I was pretty
That's
committed
okay, man.
on my answer there.
Oh, Bill Webb with the extra ball. We're gonna ride this out for another 15 minutes or so, and then we're gonna go into the after hours portion of the night. Thankfully, we were able to get to tier 2 of the
Fake
Pin Quest
System
Challenge,
11s.
illuminated by Pin Stadium, and hopefully we can hit another tier here tonight at some point. Fogren Pool Sharks is Bally, I think. His oldest loves it and always
is.
wanted to play at Chicago
It is.
Street. Drove me nuts.
That's a Brian Eddy game. How about that?
What's that?
Wow, Dennis even coming in with some swears. Which one?
Pool Sharks.
It's not a Brian Eddy game. He might have been on software,
he did
but not
software.
on design. Okay.
Yeah, he did software.
Tip on Wonka, at least what I have noticed so far. Your ball is resting underneath the upper right flipper. Yes. All right, Carrie. I had that
yeah,
same
dude.
damn thing. Yeah, you were probably watching me
You've
when I
seen
did
that probably multiple
Oh,
times.
I was a little upset.
Oh, we're just gonna let this. Oh, there you go. Right.
Yeah,
down
you
the
just got to
middle.
shake the machine like it owes you money. Yes, we did speculate already on Thursday's reveal. I don't know if Jaws is really a dead title.
I mean,
I could see the appeal to it. I don't know
could
about
see
you.
that too. I mean, Shark Week's big these days. Other than that, what else are people talking about with sharks? I mean, Sharknado.
Sure, yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, everybody's Jaws is going to be a
Getting my workout
Sharknado.
done.
Dave, we're steering clear of that conversation, so we're not going to acknowledge that, but I did read it.
Wombat says, at PinQuest, I wish I wasn't. I really wish I wasn't, but with the licensing
Bill had a
issues,
ball there.
I've been hearing about it. Might be. All right, so I jumped in on the conversation late. That said, Jaws is my dream theme, so holding out hope. And Dr. John says this is the best Stern has ever kept a secret. Stern's been really
Yeah.
good with anything leaking lately, so and I can appreciate it because I like legitimately being surprised on a reveal. And I like knowing that even if there's a rumor out there, it's still not confirmed. So we'll see what happens this week. PinQuest says, always wondered if there is diversion by the manufacturer.
I think so.
Potentially. I don't see it why there wouldn't be. I don't know why you wouldn't try to create a little bit of a diversion. Shark Week.
Well, dude, everyone's
Tiki
talking
Pinball
about.
says, he says Shark Week, Steve.
Shark Week.
You got to get all shark-themed pins in here for Shark Week on Discovery Channel.
I think both those could be good titles. The problem is getting the licensing for those.
Player 2. Now, Bill, you are creeping into PinQuest Challenge territory here. And if we can combine some scores here, we might be able to bust into another tier with a combined score, which was like, what was it, 1.65 million or something like that? So let's work collectively at that score.
So I walked away of my last ball where the ball save happened. On that left out lane, if that kickback doesn't catch the ball, it might fire twice and the ball still might go down.
Yeah.
You'll have a ball save.
Okay.
So don't walk away.
Right. Don't
Lesson learned.
don't wonk away.
Don't walk away.
Don't wonk away.
I like it. I like it.
Marlin is talking a little PinQuest there. We got a little conversation going in chat. I like that everybody's conversing in chat. Kerry Hardy, JJP needs to do Stranger Things. That game would be would need toys. I'm a huge Stranger Things guy, and that would be a Grail pin for me, potentially. And when I say Grail, I guess I mean like a most wanted pin for me. That's a very desirable theme
just
for me.
theme-wise, yeah.
Potentially my most favorite theme. And no spoiler alerts here, but as somebody that's watched seasons 1, 2, and 3, I would hope that they would focus on a little season 1 because that's kind of where it went. And it would be cool if you were able to update.
It's kind of gone downhill.
No, it's just gone in different directions.
Okay.
It hasn't gone downhill. I don't know if you can go downhill with Stranger Things. And you know what? Everybody talks about Jaws, but do you really want a Jaws pinball machine? Is it has it shown up on top 10 lists that have happened lately?
Just get a Baywatch.
Let's get a Baywatch and retheme it to Jaws, right?
Let's get a Baywatch.
Not bad at all.
There's a shark in there, maybe.
Problem with Stranger Things, too many screaming kids. No, I don't think so. I'm down with it. Is that? I think that's me.
Yeah, this is you this round.
This is me.
Here we go. Switching play.
Oh, Steve, I thought you had 584,000. I was like, damn. Damn.
Not today.
Okay.
Still don't know, man. Bill, we haven't broken the 500K mark. We haven't even gotten to the 350K mark.
No, but dude, this is probably the best game that I had. I'm a little pissed that my last ball was kind of terrible.
Yeah, you know what? I walked up, I was like, oh, Bill had a good ball. Sweet.
Yeah, we were doing all right on one there. Yeah.
Season 3, huh? All right, I'm halfway through it. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I haven't jumped on this Stranger Things train yet. But the
Really?
problem is, the problem is that I don't like stopping at the end of the season, waiting for, the next season to come out.
Yeah,
so
but
I'll
it's still Netflix. You can fly through all 10 episodes in a day if you really wanted to.
No, I like watching when a show or when a series is almost completed.
Yeah. Oh, nice, Dave. Good to know. It starts slow but ramps up.
Yeah, I would Wombat. I would trust Keith Elwin on playfield design, Lyman on code. Keith has done. He did a great job on Maiden.
Yeah, you know what? You throw those guys on the Jaws machine, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah. Kerry Hardy, I like that. JJP do the game and Scott Denisi do the music. Every time you hear the music for TNA, you can't help but getting ramped up.
Yep.
PinQuest, yes, it is possible to do that. We haven't done it yet, though. When Ken jumps off, we can talk about that, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that, Dave. You want to see what they come to the party with.
Yeah. Game 2.
And Gamma,
What do we got, Keith?
Gamma Goat has rated us with a party of 4. Thank you.
Gamma Goat.
Thank you, good sir. What's going on, Vexus?
Coming in with Gamma Goat. What up, dude?
Jumping into the party. Vexus has followed. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Sweet.
Man,
Yeah, things are getting serious around here.
Yeah, I don't see him. I don't see Keith Elwin.
Totally just messed with me there.
I don't see Owen messing that up, man. He seems pretty passionate about that. He knows pinball, so that should be actually. I think going forward, we could see a lot of good things coming out of him.
Ken having a ball over here, Bill. Check this out.
I don't know yet, PinQuest.
Check this out.
Oh, one golden ticket. Hey, PinQuest, you want to throw up the challenge that we've got so far?
Nice ball, man.
So that means I got an extra ball.
I got an extra ball too. Are we combining scores? Are we getting close?
Did I miss anything pertinent in chat? There's the PinQuest challenge of the night.
Yeah, Gamma Goat rated with a party of 4, and Vexus.
Gamma Goat rating with a party of 4. Did I miss it?
He came in.
Gamma Goat, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's awesome, dude. And if the situation presents itself to where we can ever, bring our viewers to your channel, we'll absolutely do that. I love that, man.
Right on,
Thank you so
right
much.
on.
So all the Gamma Goat guys that are here right now in chat, thank you. I'm Ken Cromwell. Bill Webb is over here. We're from Special Lit Pinball Podcast. Our buddy Steve Beatty's here. We're at Studio B, Steve Beatty's house tonight, and we're streaming games for the Flip N Out Pinball streaming network. So tonight's Wonka. Welcome aboard, guys. Thanks for joining us in chat.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Come on, Ken.
Gonna
Kill
get-
it.
Let's go.
Kill it.
All right, sorry, just reading some of this stuff
Yep,
here.
yep,
Give me
yep,
a
yep,
moment. Yeah, Scott, I agree with you.
Oh, control the ball, control the ball, control the ball. I can't control the ball. Why have we not even accidentally started Slugworth multi-ball tonight? Did like the code
Seriously?
update just take that away?
I know.
The Slugworth, you accidentally start all the time.
That was legit the one that was just, I'm in a multi-ball. I don't know how it happened.
That's equivalent to like the Deadpool,
gonna go up and-
Deadpool multi-ball.
And just
All right.
not think about it.
So we got another game here going, guys.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You want to do one last game and then
Thanks,
we'll jump
guys.
into after hours?
Yeah, we'll go to
times
9
later.
here. So 1 or 2 games and whatever it takes here. I'm chomping at the bit to get a little PinQuest challenge knocked out.
All right. So before I jump in, I have to use the.
Do you need us to play a commercial?
Yes, if you can. I need to use the laboratory.
No, go for it, man. Go for it. TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, has been rumored title. Yeah, it's an interesting rumored title. Totally not one that I'm into at all. So Zombie Yeti would be good on any art package for the most part when it comes to like that comic book style. Zombie Yeti lends himself well. Pin Stadium says, I think anything with Keith or anything that Keith does will turn out nicely. They signed him to Teletubbies. It would even make that pretty killer, he says. Marlin, the light. Tips on streaming Oktoberfest. I'll probably do it Saturday in Portuguese. I play good as you guys, huh? Well, the tips that I would absolutely... One, if you can, you're going to need some exterior lighting or internal lighting with the addition of a Pin Stadium kit. And I would recommend grabbing some drinks, Marlon. And then anything after that's just going to be fun. So go for it. Dave Falgren looks forward to anything that Jeremy does. He supports his local Yeti.
Jeremy Packer? Yep.
Yep.
He
Gamma
good.
Goat, thanks. Love the podcast. Thanks, man. I'm so thrilled that you listen to the podcast. That's awesome. It's always good to hear that because we love doing the podcast. It's fun. Kaz says, hey, great collection, Steve. Looks like a great setup. So
Thanks, buddy.
compliments to the host here tonight, Steve Beatty.
Oh, this Special Winlet Studio B.
Studio B for Beatty. PinQuest Pinball. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be dope. Have the Data East version. Super underrated game. Yeah, well, I mean, that game takes its lumps a little bit. You're up there, bad boy, Bill. All right. Welcome back.
Bill. Welcome, Bill, back in the house.
So Wombat Pinball and Dave Falgren are spreading the Yeti love all over chat tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely warranted.
Those coolers are great.
Which ones?
The Yeti coolers.
The Yeti coolers. Right. No,
I don't know
Jeremy
one, but-
Packer. Jeremy Packer.
Yeah.
I think a Teenage Mutant. Kaz says he thinks that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles based pin on the '90s Konami arcade game would work. I agree. He's heard rumors that it's coming soon from Stern. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wombat Pinball. I was talking to some PinQuest, Dave Falgren. Be cool if they made a maiden layout for their commercial games.
no.
Imagine if Primus wasn't a Wonelli.
Yeah, there you
Potentially. Absolutely. Wombat Pinball says dropping bombs to support the Yeti.
Didn't dig an inch on those slippers, man.
I'm not making fun of you. I've
Bill's
not
got
seen
the
a
lead.
640 score on
Bill's got
Wonka.
the lead.
I love it though, man.
640, folks.
It didn't even touch the flippers, man.
Oh, really?
Didn't touch the flippers. I don't think it did.
Touch something.
Yeah, well, yeah, it did, but
It touched the trough switch when it left into the shooter lane.
it dropped what?
Nothing.
Oh no. Okay, so let me. We're at 2 hours.
Man.
2 hours and 10 seconds. So I have to rewatch this to find out what you said.
Yeah. Fogren says, Beatty, have you seen the
Shitty stickers.
shitty stickers? What? The shit.
Instead of
I
Yeti.
got you. Yeah, the Yeti. Yeah, all of my coolers have those, but they still work.
It is definitely a good game. I mean, it's been a little rough on us today, but that's okay. You know what? I still want to get one. So, problem is I just acquired a couple of games, so I'm kind of in the pinball poorhouse right now.
The pinball buy, trade, sell zone.
I'm not sure where Ken's at, what number he's at on LE, but when he comes back, we can talk about it. Kaz, how old are you, just out of curiosity? Because I did too. I grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. I don't know if I'd want to see that as a theme, though.
You know, everybody has their kind of dream theme from when they were teenagers or you know, some part in their life.
Oh, yes.
Like, you
Things
know.
that have meant a lot to them. I know
Yes.
mine is Gone in 60 Seconds or Fast and Furious.
But that's pretty recent, though.
Hey, left
that's-
out lane. It's my friend tonight.
Yeah. Nice little.
For how much you and that, for how much you and that left out lane have had coitus, it should be buying you dinner.
Hey.
Whoa, hey, jeez. What's going on tonight here?
Kaz, wow. Yeah, I'm
We're
about
gonna-
to turn
yeah,
39
It's not
too.
even after hours, guys. What's going on? It's like everybody got raunchy here.
I was just saying.
We went from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That was PG. I used the word coitus instead of other words.
Oh, there it is again. Did we bleep that on the podcast? Can you say that on the podcast? We've bleeped less offensive words.
Have we really?
I think so.
Well, we could have, but this is not
I
the
don't know.
podcast.
That's true. This is
Lord of the Rings breath. Thank you for that. Coitus interruptus.
I haven't seen Zach in chat for a while, and it's probably a reason for that. He's probably researching how to abandon your friends.
Between both of you guys dropping.
It's getting violent in here.
I know, right?
All right. Ah, a lot of Ninja Turtle talks here, guys.
That's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Turtles growing up, but I don't know if
Not a pinball machine for me.
I'm not looking for a Turtles machine.
I am not either. Now, I mean, that being said, there's a lot of pins I wasn't looking for when I played them. I wasn't looking for a Willy Wonka pin. I couldn't care less about
You know
Willy
what?
Wonka.
I do.
And I like it
did
now.
love the theme though.
Willy Wonka?
Banana, still love
Yeah.
the game.
That's me, right?
But yeah, right.
Yeah.
How a game plays is really what it comes down to. Theme is, I don't know, man.
All right, so theme is really important to me.
Theme is well, think about it.
Except
theme is
on
very
Baywatch.
important for most people,
Yeah.
right?
Baywatch is not
so
a
like,
theme.
Like Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I don't really, have a whole. It's not my dream thing by any means. But dude, that game plays great, and now I want to own one. So,
Oh, dude.
anybody can flip on theme. I can guarantee that. Ken's gonna be flipping on a Wonka here, theme or not.
I've never been so mad at this game.
Oh, was that me? Player one?
That is you. And double down because this is your last ball.
No, this is last ball. We got to do one more game on this, though,
way,
man.
dude.
Let's ball through.
All right, but this is fair warning that Bill Webb will be leaving the studio at 9:30.
All right.
Call it in.
So everybody join us at 9:30 to see Bill Webb's Exodus.
And talk all the crap that you want
It's
about
Exodus.
Bill Webb.
Right. The Bill Webb
that's
Smack
a-
Talking Hour is brought to you by Penn Stadium,
There are a lot of
where Ken and Steve will light him up.
Savage Bunch. Yeah, there are a lot of original Transformers.
Dave's like 9:30 locked in.
We're gonna play one more.
Yeah, we're gonna play one more. I'm not going to go down with this Willy Wonka. How many games have we played? 6 or 7?
I don't know. I'm not
so it's
gonna
not like
beat
we
the machine up for
we didn't get this
for
stream fired up.
20,000 points.
We didn't play like 7 hours of one-player games. So I mean, I'm not.
No,
it is what it is. It is what it is. But we did get on the leaderboard or on the PinQuest challenge, and this is the cool thing about PinQuest, right? So where you might not be playing your best pinball, you might not be able to
Welcome
grand
back, Bill.
champ a game.
Yeah.
You might not be able to compete with the other competitors in the competitor scene. You still have the ability to have a sense of accomplishment by not attaining any of those goals.
Yeah.
But at hitting the PinQuest challenge and then
great.
getting a little bit of reciprocating appreciation in the form of a badge or whatever it is on the app, or in tonight it's bits. So whereas we might not be having our best Wonka nights, I still feel like we accomplished
I'll
something
tell you
tonight.
what, that's what I'm shooting for
That's
tonight.
fun. That's what I'm shooting
it's
for
the
too.
PinQuest tonight.
It's the PinQuest. It's not even the grand champ score.
Yeah, it's none of that.
But it changes the
Yeah.
dynamic of how you get into pinball.
does.
It makes it kind of fun in a
and the-
totally different way.
And the PinQuest
I
can be
dig it.
anything.
I
I mean,
dig
it can be anything.
Thundercats would be good. How about Voltron? Remember Voltron, Defender of the Universe?
What about He-Man?
Yeah, I was gonna say He-Man. Sure had
Some Skeletor.
He-Man, Sheets back in the day.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, some Skeletor. Skeletor was the crap, dude. Especially that cat that he rode on too. Don't move, Ken. From the look of dismay on Ken's face, it looked like he didn't get to touch the flippers either.
Man, the scores have gotten
Damn location game.
progressively worse.
All right, this is one more for all the marbles here. Steve, let's take the glass off real quick.
Yeah.
Let's get into a couple wizard modes.
Bill.
Let's give the people what they want to see.
I think you need to re-level. Once you leveled, it worked.
It did. No, let's just go. We got one more, and then we'll go into
I'm good.
after hours.
Okay.
We'll go into after hours. What's the order of events again? Is it Steve, Bill, me? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right,
you
we'll
guys
keep that up.
switched it midway through.
Okay. He-Man would be a great choice. Now, could you imagine this? So you think of like Pirates of the Caribbean, where you have the character selection screen of, 20, 30 different characters from the movie. Could you imagine all the cool characters that you could select on a Masters of the Universe pinball machine? You could be, obviously, He-Man or Man-at-Arms. You could be Terror Claws Skeletor. You could be Stinkor. You could be Moss Man. I mean,
I
you
don't
could
remember
be
half
all
these
these
guys.
guys. Oh, dude, I remember all these guys. My favorite He-Man character was Terror Claws Skeletor.
Yeah, that's the
it was awesome.
dude with the hood on.
Well, he had the attachable claws, and then he would go back and forth, and it
Yeah,
would be good.
okay.
It was awesome. Rolled Rage, thank you for joining. And Vexa, if we did not say thank you for coming in, did you?
I did acknowledge Vexus.
Rolled Rage, thank you for following the Flip N Out Pinball channel. Come here every week, Mondays. Hang with us and chat. We've got a ton of things going on. Never very good pinball, but it's all about conversation, man, and playing these new games. When I say not good pinball, the games are good, the players are not. Oh, here you go. We got a little Wonkatania going on there, Steve.
Oh.
Wonkatania Mania.
Oh, hell no.
And let's get going to the after hours segment here on the Flip N Out Pinball Network. Woo! Hey, there we go.
Wonka was like, oh, hell no.
Well, I think you slapped that a little bit too hard there, man. That was a
I've
little bit
never
hard.
seen
to
that
slap.
happen. We've slapped before.
I think you slapped and made something skip a beat in there. All right, let's start it again. That was a good warm up.
Domestic pinball abuse. I like it.
Ready to rock that.
He-Man or G.I. Joe would be great, says Wookie G. Kaz talking about potential themes. Why has nobody made a Nintendo? Because Nintendo licensing is ridiculously hard. Like, I mean, Zelda is something that comes to mind that would be an instant seller for so many people. Tiki Pinball. Actually, a Skeletor Castle theme would be better. Still waiting on my ACNC. Remember the Horde? Hordak, and like you had the Horde, and the He-Man guys would sit in the chair, and you dump the slime on them and stuff. That was so awesome,
Dude,
man.
that was awesome. I do
Hordak.
remember that now that you're talking about. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good times.
50K for Zelda by
Yeah. Wombat
JJP.
Pinball says Wonkatania Mania into reboot. That's the new wizard mode. That's the first time that wizard mode's ever been seen on stream.
Yeah.
The
and
Wonkatania reboot.
And in person, too. That's
Reboot. Oh, good times. Good times.
that's got to be a pin quest. Come on.
Pinquest says he'd pay $50,000 for a Zelda done by JJP.
Say what?
Jeez.
All right, Zelda. Yeah, I can see that. You know, Nintendo's huge.
They said there was a show on the History Channel that talked about how strict Nintendo was, and that's why Sega kind of took off. So, Savage Brunch says, "Oh man, how about having He-Man give you a healthy living tip after each game? A healthy living tip, not leaving." Oh wait, now Bill's in Wonkatania Mania.
Hang on.
What's going on?
Make sure what's going on.
Why is everybody in Wonkatania Mania all of a sudden? What's happening here?
Because we just don't give up anymore.
So everybody's in Wonkatania Mania just out of nowhere?
Ken's turn. Good morning, Willy Wonka Land. All right.
Schwanka. So Nintendo is getting pretty lenient. I agree. Yeah, you know what? It would be pretty cool to see some of those come over to Pinball Land.
Oh my gosh, dude. You know what it is?
It's Wonkatania.
I didn't get to Wonkatania Mania. And I zigged before I should have.
Problem was you didn't dig an inch, Ken.
We had the best game of the night.
I've never looked forward to the after hours segment more than I do tonight.
You know the best part of this show?
The end.
The No, just when we stop this brutal beating. I feel like I got a black eye from this game today, but that's all right, man. It's been good times.
The thing is, the game is fun, and
It
like
sucks
even
you
now,
in.
like we should be in after hours at 9, but we're like one more game.
Oh, I still think we should play one more game.
I do too, man. I would love to play one more game. We do have to get after hours in. We do have to get after hours in, but the pinball's fun tonight. I'm digging it, except the left out lane.
That we drank.
Right. And that right post.
And that middle.
To the left of the right
the
ring.
middle.
Not
between
digging
the
that.
flippers. All right,
All
Carrie,
right.
man. Take it easy, dude. Take your
F and Slayer says y'all should stop playing like now. No, man. Why should we stop playing when we're so bad? It's the only way to
know
get
what?
better is to play more pinball.
The machine even told us to stop playing.
The machine shut itself off.
Yeah,
It's
now
like,
you're done.
It's like, guys. Did you see in the code, like in the script that came up, it's like after hours?
F and
F and Slayer, thanks for the 1,000 bits, brother.
1100.
Very, very awesome. You know what I like about F and Slayer? Comes in, throws a little dig, and then throws a little bits for our turmoil, man. I appreciate that very much.
Thank you,
That's a
F and
sign of a true pinballer. So thanks, man.
Gary, thank you, brother. We'll try.
I'm gonna try to double this score and try to get up closer to 10,000 points.
Wombat, thank you for the 100
Oh.
bits, man.
Wombat's been in all night, man. Thank you very, very much.
Ken, I will give you a beer if you can get past 10K right now.
He said, I'll do it right now.
Better hurry up there.
Thank you, Wombat.
Offer ain't gonna last all night.
Yeah, dude. I was,
Yeah, Wombat, dude. Appreciate you hopping in.
absolutely, man.
Good
Dude,
time.
catch us next week,
Good
please.
time chatting. For sure.
All right, where's my beer?
Oh, Scott with the...
I'm going scrum-diddle lunches,
Nine.
ramp shots here.
He's got... there it
I'm
is.
just going to get myself in a groove of
Oh.
ramps.
All right. You got a beer.
Oh, next 1,000 bits and cheat and beady chugs.
All right. Damn it, Zach.
Let's collect the mystery award here.
All right. Yeah, you know what?
Scott's back.
Zach, you know what? I always got the good shit when you say that.
You need some Bud Light, huh?
New Glarus Moon Man, and I don't know, like some like 7-8% beer here.
You need some Captain Morgan or something, man.
Good shit. Where is
Oh,
the
loser
ball?
kid, thank you
I'm gonna
for
let
the
it go
100
so
bits,
we go to
man.
the left out lane. That's
All
what's
right,
going to
let's
really
see.
piss me
Let's
off.
see. Pay
It's going to go
attention.
post out, right?
Pay
Here we go.
attention. Oh, we
All
got
right,
100. We get 100.
Don't ching Moon Man. What's up?
Yeah, dude. Dave, I do have a long drive home. We're right, dude. We got to do it.
Rudy Soup, what's up, man? How we doing? Rudy Soup. 900 bits to go. They're ponying up the 1,000 bits for you to chug that drink.
Dude. Oh, I'm just gonna just slowly.
Hey, now wait a
drink it.
second. I did get 10,000 points and I did not get my beer.
Oh.
Can I help myself?
Yes. I
Okay.
didn't say I was gonna serve you a beer.
I thought you said I will give you a beer.
Oh,
come on,
okay.
Mr. Belvedere.
I thought
Hang
it was
on.
like the poor man's pin
Well, let me
quest
get-
challenge that I was doing.
Would you like one of your own that you brought?
Oh, so for attaining my score, I get to consume some
You
alcohol
can
that
have- you
I
can have-
brought to
you can
studio.
have whatever
B.
you want in there.
Thank you so much, Steve.
I'm just asking.
I'm not nearly as
What is
motivated
on-
to do that for you ever
What's
again.
in your palate right now?
I don't know.
All right, so 900 bits. Are you going to chug a Coors?
Oh, you know what?
Who's player
No,
one?
I got something for Ken.
Stevens.
I got something for Ken.
What's that?
I think I have a bourbon Barrel County Stout.
Oh, that could be crazy if you have one of those.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah,
Let's split it.
You earned it, bro.
Who's
Let's
player
do it.
one?
Me.
All right, you go first.
All right.
Let's
Get that
You
done.
wanna go grab your beer?
We'll
No,
crack
get
that during
this
after
done.
hours
Get
because
this
this
done.
is taking too long right now.
Yep.
The game's going to turn itself
I'll
off
try
again.
and do one more game with you guys.
All right. Loser Kid, thanks for the 100 bits, man. I do appreciate it.
Who else is paying up the 900 bits for Beatty to drink? That's the question of the
Flugran's
hour.
got 2 cases of Hop Slam. Ooh, hey. Yeah, we're gonna do one more game after this
That will be the last one.
because what do we always do? We play our best game last, right?
Yeah.
We're
That was like 2 games ago when I got to like 300,000.
we're not bad pinball players, but we do play them on the internet. So, thank you, Loser Kid. Thank you, Josh. We will do one more game, and then I think Bill probably has to leave, and then potentially myself and Steve might do the after hours and up until 10 tonight.
Yeah, sorry guys. Hopefully next week I won't have to be up at 3:45.
Bill's got to be up super early tomorrow,
Yeah.
so we'll see.
In the city.
Again, thank you guys so much for just coming in and hanging out and chat.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
and I can't wait for after
Get
hours
outta
where we open up the call-in segment and all that stuff. And Loser Kid with another 100 bits, man. Thank you. Josh, you're too kind. We appreciate it so
Thank you,
much,
brother.
man. You guys are great. Josh, you are the man. Thank you so much.
Dave, if we do one more game, dude, I am going to push past the 9:30, but that's all right.
Oh, so here's an interesting question. If it wasn't for the quest, would you be hungry to keep going? That's an excellent question, Neil. In this particular game of Wonka, yes, I would want to keep playing one more game. But I'm not going to lie to you. The Pin Quest Challenge has really made me want to attain something that I'm not going to be able to attain normally. It's something within reach, and it's keeping me hungry. So, normally I wouldn't have any problem switching over to that after hour segment about 45 minutes ago. But because there's a Pin Quest Challenge right now, I'm digging it. And there's no way that I could even compete in the Pin Quest
I
Challenge
don't want to stop right now.
without the proper illumination of the pinball machine. And that's by Scott at Penn Stadium.
Penn Stadium.
Scott at Penn Stadium and Neil at Pin Quest. I'm digging this. Is it me now? Player 3?
That is you.
All right, here we go.
Extra ball lit failed.
You gotta read Savage question.
Come on, guys.
So,
I know, right?
This question comes from Savage Brunch. So, serious question. What's missing from modern pinball? People seem to be generally dissatisfied with current games. Is it just that people are too picky and the classic machines get the benefit of the nostalgia, or the late 80s and 90s pins were better than current pins?
Yeah, the aforementioned. People are freaking picky, man. People are nitpicking every little thing. But you know what? Yeah, we all grew up with these games. That's why we love them.
I mean, there's certain things that I'd like to see added, like
Same here.
toppers for free and stuff like
there's-
that included on LEs. But I mean, for the most part, I think they're bringing it, especially some of the other manufacturers.
They're bringing it, man.
People,
They're bringing it.
And here's the reason why I say this. All right, Steve, you're up. The last game.
Gamma Goat, thanks for following.
So, Savage Brunch, here's the thing, man. Honestly, when people that aren't pinball people come to my house, prime example, I had 2 different neighbors come to help move pins over the weekend. And, sidebar, I feel sorry for him because I literally walked outside and said, who's the sorry sap that's helping moving pinball? And I saw somebody, hey, give me a hand. But literally, they'd come downstairs, they would see Wizard of Oz fired up, and they'd be like, this is the coolest game on the face of the earth, knowing nothing about pinball. so they weren't aware of hype or Yellow Brick Roads or whatever. Another neighbor saw Ghostbusters, got to play it, and was like, Wizard of Oz and Ghostbusters are absolutely amazing because they are not that deep into it that they could just appreciate the artwork, the sound, and everything else, especially when it comes to the older 90s Bally Williams stuff. I think a lot of people are just really, really picky in this, in all honesty. Hilk 1 has followed. Thank you for that. And Gordon, Good Vibes, has followed. Thank you very much for that, guys.
And Gamma Goat, who rated us with, or brought 4 people in the chat. Thank you. The trifecta, guys. Gamma Goat won the Hike 1, and Gordon, Good Vibes, all followers of the channel, man. Thank you, guys. So very much. So very much. It's always fun streaming pinball. It's more, you know what? It's fun playing the games, but it's so fun discussing pinball with everybody in chat. This is like a live podcast. We do it every single Monday. Starts at 7, usually ends around 10. We've got an after-hour segment coming up here after this game where, we're going to continue the chat. We're gonna turn the game off, meaning we're not going to play it, but we have live call-ins. So if you want to call in live and start some live chat, let's do that too. That's coming up shortly. Now, this is the last game of the night, and we are trying to achieve the Pink Quest Challenge. Good times. A lot of new followers, and that's so important. Zach, him and his wife, Nicole, are the owners of the distributorship Flip N Out Pinball. You see him there in chat, Flip N Out Pinball. If you're looking for a new pinball machine, if you're looking for a used pinball machine, if you're looking to get in with a distributor and you don't already have one, I recommend giving Zach a call. Now, you can see the number under the Flip N Out logo to the left of your screen there. You call him and directly talk to Zach. He'll lead you in the right direction in a pinball purchase, answer any questions that you have. Just generally a really, really good guy. And personal friend of mine, I put my reputation on the line with him as not only a distributor, but as a person. So please consider Flipping Out Pinball for your pinball needs. If you want to go ahead and we've got Eclectic Gamers that's in chat. I'm going to take my turn real quick.
Where do I pick up?
Eclectic Gamer.
We got a little paragraph to read here.
All right, so I'm reading this because I can't read all of this out loud.
Yep. Hello, Dirty Toes.
You know what? I think Eclectic Gamers, dude, you got a valid point there. People that have the money to buy a game then don't, I think they do try and tear it apart. And I think we saw a good example of that with Pirates. Everybody bagged it. Didn't sell too great. Now they're going for ridiculous money.
You know what? Play the game before you bag on it.
Appreciate the game for what it is.
There you go.
Loser Kid, you're welcome. Thanks for the streaming concept. Thank you. No pressure. Skip Natty used 5 bits. Thank you very much. Savage Bunch. Yeah, I think they are. Top 100 shifts so much, it almost doesn't matter at certain points.
Yeah, it's new games.
Yeah,
they're all new games.
People trying to prop up their investment.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything could be influenced if it's talked about enough.
That's true, though.
All right, so Gordon, Good Vibes. What's all in your collections? So Ken's got a Meteor right now, a Wonka on order, I believe, and some other stuff, but he's devoting some money to his garage. I got let me think here, a Whirlwind that's leaving, Getaway, Demolition Man, Jurassic Park. What else? Ghostbusters, a Transformers project, and a Wizard of Oz. Terminator 2.
Yeah, you're missing
Something else. Yeah, I'm still missing.
It's always
a
good to
couple.
have the picture up.
It is, but I'm not doing that.
No,
and then
exactly.
Steve, he's got. We're gonna go out in order. A Lethal Weapon
Yeah,
3.
start it up, Bill.
Mousing Around, Class 1812, Congo, Black Knight 2000, Getaway, Fishtails. I can't read behind me, so that's
Indiana
what you pick up.
Jones, Star Trek Pro, Whitewater, Attack from Mars, Special Edition, Twilight Zone, Theater, and Star Wars Row. Oh, then we got Dracula to the left. We got a BSD to the left of Wonka. and a Lord of the Rings Another Willy Wonka.
Yeah, you know what? The average price on the used game, I mean, you're $2,000 plus, it seems like now, even for the System 11s.
Yeah.
Dave, played. I'd say even played more than 5 times, unless it's a Dream Team and you don't care how good it is. Loser Kid did 5 bits. Thank you very much, brother, for that.
Yeah, buddy. Lot to go.
Yeah, I'll
Catch
be
up on
curious.
here, Bill.
It'll be curious to see what happens with the 40 Big Lebowskis. To see what they wind up selling for, because I guarantee you about 10 to 15 of those never get out of the box. Yeah, they should be here in a few weeks. Peanut butter.
Hey, bud.
Pinedas.
What are we talking about?
Peanut butter.
Okay.
No, I'm just.
Player one.
I know that dog.
We gotta go to the after hours.
Yeah, this is the last game. We're going to go in the after hours. We get the call-in segment going. Rock that out for at least 30 minutes, and then call it a night here on Flip N Out Pinball.
Tiki
Streaming
Zach is
Network.
definitely a great guy. Zach and Nicole are our sponsors for this. They run Flip N Out Pinball. Great people. If you get a chance, please purchase from them.
Colorado Pinball is letting Lord of the Ring Breath know that the Wi-Fi network that they use is even called Peanut Pupper Cups. Is that Pupper Cups or Pooper Cups? You still have that one more game feeling to you, or are you ready to turn this game off?
No, I
Woo.
do. I do.
Surprisingly, no Wonka Office Wizard mode tonight. Don't understand it. Looked so easy on when Joe Katz did it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Hey, Kaz with 50 bits. Thank you. Last few bits. Kaz, thanks for the 50. Loser Kid, thanks for the 5. Skip Natty, thanks for the 5. I don't know that I was present when those bits were on. All the bits are appreciated, man. Like I said, all the bits go back into upgrading equipment. So what we're going to do, we're going to add some cameras. We're going to add some capture cards. We're going to get rid of some of the Logitech stuff, and we're going to do all camcorders. We've got direct video feed that we'll be featuring soon, where we're going to run HDMI splitters right from the LCDs, so no more exterior camera on that. And then we're going to make a transition from 720p over to 1080p, I believe. Would be curious to get people's feedback on that, if they think that's detrimental to the stream that they're watching because of the amount of data that might be used during those streams. Not sure if that's an issue for people, but right now we're currently streaming 720p.
I think they would have the choice to watch in
different
whatever
formats.
bit
Sure,
rate. Yeah.
sure, okay, makes sense. Are y'all going to go 8K with a bunch of Red 1 cameras? Not gonna do a little 8K, 7K, 8K, whatever it takes.
8K, that's old school, man. We had 16K up in here.
I thought we were rocking 100K in a couple of weeks.
Well,
It's like 3D stuff right there. All right, sorry guys, got to get caught up. I'll stop talking smack.
moving on up. Moving on up. Bill, you got that?
Ken and Bill moving on up. Yeah, the solid states and the early EMs are definitely on the rise.
Ken's got a golden ticket.
Oh, look at the poor Wiener dog. He's too scared to get the golden ticket.
Combining multiple games.
Yeah, I don't think Prime Days is going to help the pinball market, but if it did, that'd be great.
Prime Days, you know what?
Thanks,
I
Colorado.
want to buy a bunch of shit. Yeah, get on Prime Days.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Looks like a Wonka
Now we
Vader
got
multi-ball
potential to do
going
some
up
damage
over here.
Trending Burns
We need
Beans.
that Wonka Vader
Check this out.
multi-ball.
Oh,
great.
All right, so I kind of want to watch this.
Extra ball, Ken. Get that extra ball. Jackpot. That jackpot was
You know,
bigger
Bert-
than our high score.
You know what, Berto? I think those are a good thing. You know, especially if it keeps games alive and keeping them nice.
Are you kidding me?
Damn.
That's horrible.
That's
so
it,
that was my
folks?
opportunity right there, and I blew it. Is that me again? Oh,
No, that's Steve.
The comma's over too far to the left.
Womp womp.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, where's my beer I won on my 10,000 point game?
That's for after hours, man.
No,
We're gonna do that
that's
for
for
the
after
after
hours. That's for after hours.
I'm just gonna plunge.
Right,
all the way
everybody
through
needs
and see
me.
what happens here.
Where are we on chat? Are we all caught up here?
Yeah, we're just talking about beans burning on the grill.
All right. Turning down. Wheezy LOL. Lord of the Ring Breath. Always good to see Lord of the Ring Breath in chat.
He's always in, dude.
Good to see
Thank
Colorado Pinball in chat. Thank you guys for coming in. Savage Brunch, always good to see you in chat as well. Berto Drink One. He's getting ready to do a little streaming here. He's asking for some tips.
I didn't acknowledge Kazo for the 50 bits that he used.
Yeah.
So thank you,
Kaz.
Kaz.
Thank you for the 50 bits. Loser Kid with 5. Yeah, so you guys are rocking it out, man. We love it. Another negative bits move. Yeah. Let's see. Are we all done? Do we have? I think we have one more ball here left, right? All right.
I'll see you guys.
See you, Steve. Hey, thanks for letting us come by, man. Steve's left the building. He's Elvis Presley'd us, and he's left us riding in the cockpit here in his own place. So, yeah, enjoying the chat. Better than changing diapers. So, Kaz, congratulations on the newest addition to the family. And after 3 kids, I did the math. I, honest to God, have changed, confirmed, like over 10,000 diapers in my life. So that's pretty huge. Pretty huge. PinQuest Challenge Tier Awards. Where are we at with the PinQuest Tier Awards? So we have Tier 2 at 650. So right now I'm trying to break into the 1.2 million for 2,500 bits. And I'm at 842,000, so I've got a lot of work to do. But if the extra ball is still lit, I've got to... So you're saying there's a chance.
There is still a chance. It is lit. I see it from here. I only touched the flippers like 4 times with that last ball. Because Steve was having a moment.
Steve left in a huff.
Tier 2 achieved.
I just got instantly more human in here.
Lumberjack, I don't think we're really
There we go.
experiencing
So I
a
needed
whole
that
lot of
extra ball. At least
whole
extend
lot
my
of-
time here a little bit.
changes.
PinQuest. 10 is what are we approaching here? Ken, you need
Yeah.
you
Yes.
need 1.2.
Scott is definitely matching. Thank you, Scott.
Awesome.
You know, I wouldn't be
Okay, so
surprised.
this is one of the wizard modes. It's Oompa Loompa Odyssey.
Oh, this is great, guys. Watch this. Man, the lights in this game. Unbelievable.
That left out lane, dude.
Working on the deck.
If you Dave.
Actually, it's getting there, man. Wow. Nice.
That happens every time on the first ball out of there. Wow, magnet. Did you see that?
Oh.
Dude, the game's it's alive.
It is. Wow, look at that.
Wow, that was brutal magnet stuff going on there. I gotta start that mode again.
Nice.
Thank you, Pinball Nerds, for the 10 bits. Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on Ken here because he's kind of...
Yeah, we're seeing a game, guys. It's special. Nice.
Thanks, Wookie G. Appreciate you joining us. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Oh, Bill.
No, Dave, I'm staying to finish this, man.
Dave, open the time.
Brother Dave.
Love you, Dave. That's awesome, man.
Dave's my boy.
That is awesome.
Left out. Outlane's not my friend.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should have Wonka next week still.
Oh, approaching tier 3. Oh.
Quickness.
Boom! Ken,
Did he
you
get
did
it?
it from PinQuest.
Nice guy.
Did we break another
Nice,
tier or did I
dude.
miss it? Was it 1.6? I think I missed it, right?
No, dude, I think we might have. 131 plus 47 is 170 something. And what did you have?
Nice, dude.
No, I think we needed a combined effort.
Oh man,
I don't know how that played
That
out,
took
but
a while to get to that.
it's the last game. You got to get yourself going for the last
We
game.
got 1.6 million
Oh, whoa.
between the three of us.
This wasn't our last game.
I think we needed 1.6 million for singular for a tier, and then we needed like 2 point something combined score.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
so
ain't gonna happen.
it's okay. Hey, it's fun with the Pin Quest. That's awesome. Pin Stadium with 2,500 bits.
Oh,
Pin
thank
Stadium,
you. Thank you, Scott.
Wow, man, thank you. I mean, that's a nice close of the evening for the pinball playing. Thank you very much, man. Scott he's already does so much because he's putting these games on display with the Pin Stadium lighting.
Yeah.
Go to pinstadium.com. If you have any issues, talk to Scott, because the one thing I know about Scott, again, I say this, I like to associate myself with good people. That's why I got Bill here. That's why I got Steve here. That's why I associate myself with Zach, with Flip N Out Pinball, Nicole, Scott with Pin Stadium, Neil with Pin Quest. I mean, these are all guys that are good dudes. So it's just nice to have it. So thank you very much,
guys. Seriously.
Thank you. It's fun stream of Wonka tonight. We're going to transition over to the after hours. Pin Quest. Whoa, Pin Quest with 2,500 bits. Neil, thanks, man. Woo. What a way to close out the night, man. That's hot. It's on fire.
Ken was the man on this one.
No, I'll say this, man. The Pin Quest challenge just creates a different approach and a different level of really wanting to keep playing the game.
It makes it like
Thank you,
me
Neil.
want to be more competitive.
Yeah.
It does, but it's if you're not the most competitive pinball player in the world,
You can
can still compete for
Yep.
these quests.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the quests are achievements. Like in pinball, it's awesome. F and Slayer, 1,000
thank you,
bits.
brother.
Man, you guys are bringing it hard at the end. Thank you guys so
Give it
much.
up to Ken, man. He
Don't give
lit
it up to me.
today.
Let's give it up to Steve for hosting tonight in
Oh, no
Studio
problem,
B.
guys.
Oh, yeah,
again
absolutely.
tonight.
No
and
problem, gents.
my podcast partner. I want to give it up to Zach Menny and Nicole Menny. And again,
Zach, Nicole, Scott.
at Pin Stadium, and
Yep.
Neil at Pin
Neil at
Quest.
Pinquest.
Yeah.
Super fun night. It's just it's good times.
And followed off by everybody in chat, man. I mean, this is what makes this every
Seriously.
week that, really just takes us above and beyond, in all honesty.
Guys, thank you sincerely, thank you so much. It's awesome. Again, it's all going back in and making this a better stream. Unfortunately, probably not making us better pinball players. But
No, hey,
are
no.
you guys really here for the
Yeah,
pinball playing? I don't think
the
so.
last one.
We're not at a competition pinball stream. This is everybody hanging out and having a good time. So let's transition over to After Hours.
guys.
Bill, you got to get cruising.
I do
or-
have to get cruising.
All right,
Everybody,
man.
thank you very much. Sorry I got to be up at 3:45 for
Son
work
of a
tomorrow.
bill.
And
Son of a bill.
in our profession, we can't afford to be out of our mind tired because safety comes first. So everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And
I mean, everybody have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
everybody have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
And don't forget to take some time out of your day and play some pinball. So long, Bill Webb.
All right, thank you. All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, we'll be here in 60 seconds. Let's do this. And we are back as Bill Webb's getting ready to leave the studio here for the After Hours. Bye, Bill Webb.
Little bit.
Good job tonight, buddy. Woo! Now, Steve, I don't think that I need to open this right now,
Oh, it's
unless
dude.
you're going to share it with me because it's 9:36 in the p.m. and it could get a little bit interesting. But everybody, welcome to After Hours. Now, before you call that number, let me get the number set here.
We're going to get a couple
And
cups.
we're
We'll
gonna go.
split
Yeah,
that.
get a couple. Let's split that. So don't call the number yet, because we have something that we need to do here. Oh, and the number's ringing, but I can't pick up because I asked you not to call the number yet. So you're gonna have to call back, caller. I can't get you. You got ahead of the program there. I couldn't get you. All right. So if you get a chance, let's call back here. So good times tonight on the Flip N Out streaming network. And we'll be here for, I want to say all the night. Let's see what's going on here. Dave Fulgren says go to bed, Bill. Bill is going to bed. Eclectic Gamers, Dennis, there wasn't a TWIP podcast today. So, Zach, where is the TWIP podcast? When can we expect the TWIP podcast? And if you don't mind, Zach, could you call into the Flip N Out Pinball Network? Hey, thank you, Steve.
Yeah, buddy.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Hey, cheers, everybody here in chat. Cheers, everybody that's been supporting us and just stopping in every single week, man. We
Cheers,
dig it.
guys.
We dig it. Try to call, and it's busy. You know why it's busy? Everybody's calling the Flip N Out Pinball channel.
Oh.
There we go. Let's see if we can take this caller. Hey, you are live on the Flip N Out streaming network.
The Cromie and Beatty show.
Who's this?
Hey, now.
Hey, is this the man? The man with the plan?
Sorry, I was looking behind myself. No, it's me. I don't know.
Is that Zach Minnie?
Zach.
What up, buddy?
What up, bro?
Oh, nothing much. You guys are playing some Wonka. We had one or two good games there, right?
Yeah, both by Ken.
A couple good games. Yeah, the thing with Wonka is this, man, and I think you can attest to this, Zach.
Here's the thing.
Right. Like, the game's fun. It's a great pinball experience. But any pinball machine can get you at any given night, and it was just getting us tonight a little bit. And we were getting out of
man.
sorts, and we were getting a little bit upset. But, you know, how it goes.
Zach, what's your high score on Wonka right now?
My high score on Wonka, I think, is like, it's not very good.
Is
Couple
what?
million? I don't know.
1 million? Yeah, it's a
Couple million.
Couple million?
Yeah, so I had like a 1.5 the other day, just randomly.
Yeah. I think I have a 2 point something
Didn't even come close to
on
that.
this
Yeah.
machine.
I
And
haven't
it's-
got to the Office Mini Wizard yet.
Nope.
No, I haven't either.
Same.
Haven't got to that. We did, you know what? I wanted to let you guys know. You guys will like this. Nicole, myself, Schmitty, and his wife, and Jason Fowler from Slap Safe Pinball Podcast, were all at the Southern Fried Gaming Expo this weekend in Atlanta. It was a blast.
Oh, I bet.
My voice is about shot, so my apologies there. But I can't tell you, Ken, how many people I had come up and tell me that they love the Flippin' Out Pinball streaming channel.
Oh,
and they
awesome,
couldn't
man.
get enough of some Cromwell, some warm chicken beatty, and some
Some more chicken.
and some Bill Webb.
You know
That's
what?
awesome, man.
It's we have a blast doing it, man. And if it wasn't for
Really
you,
do.
like considering us to do this, it never would have happened. I wonder like how different things would be for us right now, especially over the last few months. And I know it's too early to discuss it, but maybe not this year, but next year, I would love if this Flip N Out Pinball channel was somehow in the conversation for a Twippy. I mean, I think that would be super
Why not
fun.
this year?
You know what I mean?
Come on, Cromwell.
No, yes. I mean, it's a totally different approach to streaming pinball, right? And we're having fun
we
doing
got
it,
this.
and I love the feedback.
We
you know.
got this. You guys will have to tune in also to Marco Specialties does. You know how Moto over there, a girl, she does different interviews.
Yeah,
At the
Amoto's
end of the
awesome.
show.
Yep.
She's my girl, man.
Show,
Yep.
And we've got a big shout out to the Flip N Out Pinball streaming channel and you guys for hosting. And then I
Really?
gave her, I gave her some nuggets and the listeners what we're doing over here at the Flip N Out Pinball channel, as well as some exciting things to look forward to.
Very
this year.
cool.
I didn't know that, man. You know what? If Emoto is discussing you, then you're trending up.
That
you know?
is
So I dig
trending
that.
up.
I dig that. That's
Some
awesome.
serious
Yeah.
goodness.
So we had a lot of fun. We've got Wonka LEs that are shipping in the next, I'm guessing 2 to 3 weeks is what we're being told.
Yep.
So that's really exciting. We got a Cosmic Carnival, one of the first production games in the world. Cosmic Carnival by Suncoast Pinball. I think we got number 1 or number 2 in the world.
Wow.
We had that at Atlanta. So I'm tweaking that. Those guys they've got a really intriguing, interesting game. I didn't expect much from that game, I'm going to be honest. But it's actually, it's kind of addictive. So I'm tweaking that to make sure it's shooting really well.
Are we going to be able to
trying to think
see anything on Straight Down the Middle in regards to like an overview of that game?
Very soon, you'll be able to see it there, as well
Okay.
as listeners, viewers. Make sure right now to go to the Flip N Out Pinball YouTube channel so that you can see all the video on demands from these streams that you're listening and following right now, as well as exclusive content such as opening up a damaged Willy Wonka. We'll be doing some overviews of all the brand new games. So that's another additional YouTube channel you guys can follow in addition to the Straight Down the Middle channel for all the exclusive new stuff in pinball. So make sure to go follow that YouTube now.
You're a busy guy, Zach.
Yeah,
You've got
guys.
your hands in a lot of different projects, and they're all beneficial for pinball. So, I mean, thank you for what you're doing and taking on the distributorship role is, again, even better for pinball because I send anybody that I know that doesn't have a dependable distributor to you and Nicole. And from the feedback that I've gotten already, from the people that I know I've referred your way, it's been impeccable. So, thank you.
I can
man.
tell you there is no way in hell that I could do any of this without my wife, because right now,
Yep.
just as we're watching the stream, we're doing paperwork together. She does all of our billing and stuff. So if you call and you get a beautiful female voice, that is not mine. That is Nicole. So from us to you guys there, Bill, Ken, Dee Dee, you guys know not only do we appreciate you, but we truly, truly love you guys as friends. So thank you. And listeners, followers, let's give them one hell of a call-in show. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I have a question. Chrono861 wants to know if you sold the CGC remakes from that show. Do you have anything left show-wise for CGC?
You know, we brought home the Monster Bash remake. We had the sale that we ordered for the show special. It fell through. So we brought it back to the shop. It is available.
Okay.
Yeah, it's at $500 off discount for that
And-
special edition. That's crazy.
This
Come
Black
on.
Knight Sword of Rage LE that's at Special When Lit Studio A is still available too, right?
We got that for sale. We got a Ghostbusters Premium Homies Only for sale with some mods. I think we still have an Oktoberfest that was a show special, brand new, opened at that. So if you want to save some money and not pay full price, boom, there you go. Give me a call, give me a message, we'll get it out to you.
Awesome, guys.
Sounds good, brother. You got anything else going on? Anything in the fire?
No, I'm just going to edit some SDTM videos tonight after some paperwork and just keep rocking around until about 2 in the morning, and then hit it up early about 6, 7 o'clock. And
2 in the morning.
hit it hard.
You'll be going to bed when Bill's waking up, so you know,
literally.
give him a call and
I'll make
tell him good
sure
morning.
to give Bill Webb a call when I'm going to bed. How about that, guys?
Yeah. Do you sleep, bro, or
sounds
how does that
good.
work? Like, how do you fit in sleep? Just
Bro, do
checking.
you even sleep?
Bro, do you even
This in the
sleep?
chat, too.
Zach's
Love
new
that.
travel and flipping out channel. Bro, do you even sleep? So good to
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Thanks a lot, Zach. I appreciate it, man.
Love you, brother.
Good times. So that's got, hey, like I said, potentially the busiest man in pinball. What we're going to do tonight with the Flip N Out streaming and the live call-in show, we're going to keep the calls moving. So if you do call into the show, we ask that you have your point articulated. Let's discuss real quick and let's move it along. Let's get some people on the line so that we can get as many people to participate in time as we can. It's 9:44 in the PM here.
9:44.
Chicago Central Time. Chicago, the heart of pinball. A lot of pinball coming out here. Thanks for calling the Flip N Out streaming network. How can we be of assistance?
Hello.
Hello. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Kaz.
Kaz, what's up, man? How are you, buddy?
How you doing? I'm like, is this a recording? Hello.
No, man. Everything's live. Everything's live and cooking on the Flip N Out streaming network. So, hey, one, thanks for calling because I did ask you to call in real quick. And
yes, sir.
Two quick things, if you don't mind. One, congratulations on the birth of the baby, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Man.
So everybody,
Congrats.
Brian Cosner, you know him from pinball. You know him from being in the forums. You know him. He's just a very active individual, pinball enthusiast, and we appreciate it. Number two, thanks for coming aboard on Special When Lit Pinball Podcast to cover our American pinball. So I'm looking forward to your contributions, and thanks for joining the Special When Lit team, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I'd be glad to help you any way I can.
Yeah, well, you're already helping out because you're calling in the stream. What's going on with you, man? What are you playing? What's happening? You got a couple minutes to chat for a minute?
Dude, I'm not playing anything. I've been in the hospital. My wife just had a C-section, just had a baby.
Oh, hey.
All I've been doing.
Yeah, no, that's tough, man. Were you able to hook up the pin stadiums for the birth?
No, I try to stay far away from that.
That's
on the other side of the curtain.
I don't blame you, man.
Outside the
I don't blame you.
curtains.
Childbirth is a beautiful thing, and I don't need to see you all
a
the
bit
beauty.
outside.
It's just a bit outside, but yeah, that's great, man. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you calling in, and I'm looking forward to working with you over the next several months. And let's see if we can, knock it out of the park, especially when lit.
Yes, sir. If there's anything I can do to help you, just maybe add a few little jokes every now and then or something like that. I kind of make light of things that are serious, but have fun. That's really all. It's what it's all about.
For sure.
That's what it's all about, man. Don't be a stranger on the streaming channel, but we'll be best buds on the podcast.
Well, the thing about it, like me, I'm kind of new to all the streaming and Twitch and bits, but I figured it out tonight. Got a few bits for you. So.
Okay, and thank you very much, man. That's totally not necessary, but that's an interesting perspective because I was in the same boat a couple years ago. I didn't know what streaming was. I thought it was something my kid was watching people playing video games.
I still don't know what we're doing. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live, man. This isn't recorded. But it's great that, from that perspective, for somebody that's not quite sure, and when you're not sure of something, a lot of times you kind of you tend to stay away because it's out of your comfort zone. Yeah. So thanks for breaking out of the comfort zone, and we hope that we've opened up another channel for you to kind of experience what you love, and I know that is pinball, Brian. So I appreciate it, Kaz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's just a new opportunity, just kind of a new adventure, even if it's just a little dipping my toe in the pinball media waters.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, you'll be fine. Come in. We'll hold your hand, and then pretty soon you'll be swimming in the deep end all by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I love it.
Well, I said the main thing is, look, just like to have fun. Pinball's supposed to be fun. Sometimes Pinside turns it into, drama.
Yeah.
But Pinside's supposed to be fun. And look, if any way I can help, just let me know. I'd be glad to help you out.
Hey, man, we'll be reaching out to you, and we look forward to hearing you every single week, man. Thanks for calling in, Kaz, and
sir.
good luck
Enjoy
with the
it,
baby.
guys.
Go change the diaper, brother.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
All right, man. See ya. Yeah, so Brian Cosner.
Awesome, man. Congrats to him, though.
Yeah, congrats, man.
That's great.
There's always these guys that you see on Facebook and like you get to know these guys and kind of their personalities by their posts. And Kaz is one of those guys where it's just like he's got a good sense of humor. He's an enthusiast. He's a collector. He loves pinball. So we're glad to have him call in here to the Flip N Out Pinball streaming network.
Flipping out.
As we go ahead and check chat. And we apologize if we don't keep up with chat a lot with the calls because it's hard to do that.
I'm way behind.
Gamma Goat says, keep hoping you'll pick up a day one pinball correspondent. Hey, if you want to be a correspondent, specialwhenlitpinballpodcast@gmail.com. Email us, and we can fit you in. Eclectic Gamers Den is still looking for a Dutch pinball correspondent. Yeah. Well, you know what? That correspondent wasn't anything that needed to be used up until recently. So, Pinball Nerds podcast at Eclectic Gamers, who's Dennis Kriesel. Dennis Kriesel also co-host of This Week in Pinball every other week. Dennis has his hands full. And Albert says, I'm going to apply to be a Dutch pinball pin turn for Special When Lit. Albert, you get a hold of me tomorrow, and you are in day one, buddy. I would love to have you come aboard the Special One Lit team. It's always good times. Gamma Goat at Eclectic Gamers. This week, Dutch told a bunch of stuff we are assuming is lies. Tune in next week for more updates. So, not to promote the podcast on this stream, but we did discuss this in some depth on our podcast that will air tomorrow, and that's Special One Lit Pinball Podcast. Zach, thanks for letting me plug the podcast a little bit. Let's get back into some flipping out. Let's get into some live calls. Who's got what to say? Come on in. You can ask us anything. It's myself. It's Steve Beatty. We are at Studio B here. Steve for Steve Beatty. And we are sipping some cocktails. And we are taking some calls as we go to the next caller. Thanks for calling the Flipping Out Streaming Network. How can we be of some assistance to you this evening?
Hey, it's Scott from Penn Stadium.
Hey, Scott from Penn Stadium. Kudos to you, buddy.
What up, Scott?
First of all,
how's it going?
It's going great. I want to tell you this, and I've told you this probably on the phone. I've told you this via texting and probably via Messenger. You're one of my most favorite people in pinball, man, because you got it all covered. First of all, you're a good, genuine dude. You've got an awesome product that I stand behind. You support your product, and it's reasonably priced, man. So, you encompass everything, and I'm happy you called in to the Flipping Out Pinball Network. What's up, man? What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. Just, hanging out here on the stream with you guys like every Monday night, and I love it. And I don't know, you guys are doing a great job, and I think it's just a great format, and I don't know. I look forward to it. It's a good way to start the week out for sure.
I look forward to it, too. I always wonder, like,
you know what? I do, too, man.
People coming out of the weekends, if maybe they're kind of slumbering a little bit out of Sunday. Monday is usually a day you don't look forward to. But I'll say this, like, for me personally, when I wake up on Mondays, I know that there are podcasts that are uploaded on Monday mornings that I can listen to while I'm doing my Monday morning activities. Sure. And then, it's nice to know that you've got some streams. I mean, there's a lot of great streams out there. Our contribution is kind of doing this. It's a different approach to streaming, but again, I hope people enjoy knowing that on Mondays they can come in here and just hang out. And Scott, you've always been so gracious with your time.
Scott, you really have, man.
Yeah, always see you in chat, man. And I feel like embarrassed sometimes, like that you're even throwing bits our way because you do so much with the Penn Stadiums and allowing us to put these on the games. It's humbling and it's nice, and we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I always look back at like our first conversation when we were talking when you became a customer, like I don't know, it was about 2 years ago, and I remember walking you through that install on the Attack from Mars.
Attack from Mars, exactly.
Nice. You were even snapping some pictures that I needed for some of the connections on the remake, and then your little girl was like talking in the background, and we were like getting it all together and got it.
Well, I got rid of her. Like we got a new baby, so yeah. No, I'm kidding.
He upgraded.
I'm like, don't talk to me when I'm on the phone with Scott with Penn Stadium. Joyce, get her out of here. No, it's good times. Yeah, but it was fun. Like we did kind of collaborate a little bit and figure out where to put that UV flasher connection on the mothership. I do remember that.
The mothership.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 years ago. And then like at Expo, my first year at Expo, I remember you came out in the parking lot and like delivered like I think it was like a 12-pack of the beer.
Two Brothers Pinball Pale Ale.
Two Brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember meeting you out in the parking lot, and it was like the first time I ever met you. It was just right after we had talked on the phone, and I think you had just picked up that kit and installed it, and that was like the groundbreaking year for me. At Expo, was starting off there and hauling all my games up to the show and just seeing what people thought, and just cross my fingers.
Wow, nice.
I've had many Penn Stadium kits after that initial purchase on Attack from Mars, and never once have I been disappointed with its ability to transform or enhance a machine. So, and that's the honest truth. I would not lie about that. Yep. So I appreciate it, Scott. Like, you're a good dude, and you're so good for the hobby. And I think to a certain extent, you make the manufacturer's jobs a little easier, where they can lay off a little bit of the lighting, knowing that you'll pick up any type of slack that might be thrown our way. Right. So thank you, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It all works out. It's all good, and I appreciate you guys and Steve jumping in on your stream with everyone too. I mean, it's been great. I think he's a good partner for you guys. And
appreciate it, man.
So I don't know, just keep it up, and I'll let some other callers get on. Just wanted to say hi to everyone.
No, I appreciate it, Scott, and thanks for ruining the contract negotiations with Steve. I was telling him that he wasn't very well received, and he was lucky to be coming back next week. So.
Good to hear from you, Scott. Ken's out.
Yeah,
right.
We're starting our own thing, buddy.
Oh, damn, Scott and Steve. Penn Stadium.
Yeah, well, the next event's Pinburg, so I'm getting ready for that. So I'm building all the lights for the final 12 games. And getting that. So I don't know if you guys are going to be at Pinburg at all. Did you?
Yeah,
plan on
no,
going?
I will not be at
Not gonna
Pinburg.
be at
But
Pinburg.
before you leave, I mean, how can somebody get a hold of you if they have questions, or how can they go ahead and get more information on the Pin Stadium product?
They just, if they go to pinstadium.com would be the easiest thing. And then also too, there's a really good thread on Pinside, which as a matter of fact, just hit 100 pages. So we're at like, I don't know, almost like 40, I think it's like 4,500 posts now.
That's amazing.
But
Yeah.
it's a really long thread of some good content. And it's funny to go from the beginning to the end just to see where things progressed from like caveman versions of the Pin Stadiums when I
How
first
cool,
had
man.
the idea to now.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
it's great, man.
And
It's a great
congrats.
story. Yeah,
Like you make a great product, Scott. Dude, congrats
thank
on
you.
everything you've done. You know,
Yeah.
we
I
look forward
appreciate it,
to hanging out with you, to talking more, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you at Expo for sure.
I'll see you at Expo, and if you're in town soon enough, we'll hook up those Pin Stadiums to Bill Webb's wife for the birthing process. That's going to happen in October,
All right.
and we'll leave it at
so
that, Scott.
funny that comment still comes up. I know. That's
Yeah, it's
great.
good times. It's good times. We appreciate it, man. Be good, and I'm
right.
sure I'll talk to you before then, but I'll definitely see you here in a few months.
Talon, Scott, get on those pin babies.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, man.
I'll be
Peace.
back in chat in a little bit. Bye.
Thanks a lot, Scott. See you.
Later.
Yeah, so I mean, Pin Stadium's Scott's just a nice guy, man, and he's got a great product. So
Seriously.
it's always nice to double dip on a product that is backed by somebody that's just as good, if not better than the
Even
product.
if you don't want Pin Stadiums for your game,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Right.
Talk to Scott at the show, man. He is the coolest dude to talk to.
Agreed.
The nicest guy.
Agreed. Tiki Pinball's like, I saw Pin Stadium 2017 Expo and I instantly bought a set and he put him on Jackpot. So that's cool. Russian Fan 1974, he put him on his car. So he's got some ground effects with some UV glow going over there.
Really?
Lumberjack, I see some fishtails back there. Worth it? I'm on the fence. So Steve, Fishtails is there.
Fishtails, yeah, we'll get to that after this.
Get to that in a second. Thanks for calling the Flipping Out Streaming Network. You're on the air.
What is up, you maniacs?
What's
Damn
up,
it,
Dave
Dave.
Falgren? How are you, man?
You missed.
Oh,
you missed.
man, what a day.
Bill's. You know.
I told him to go home. I mean, you guys were too busy playing Wonka, so that's a good thing, though, right?
Bill takes your advice to heart, Dave. So what's going on?
really does.
What brings you to Flipping Out tonight?
Dave.
I'm just here for adult supervision. So, hey, we got a lot going on this week, guys. The hype train hasn't really gotten that warmed up here.
What are we hyping this week,
What are we
Dave?
hyping?
What's happening?
GNR,
What's
maybe?
happening Thursday, boys? The big game's coming.
I'm not hyping anything for Thursday
New Stern, yeah.
because I don't know what's coming on Thursday. That's
It's
why.
kind of exciting, though, not knowing, isn't it? It's kind of like, well, I know there's this box under my mom's bed. It kind of looks like an Atari 2600. but
You
it
know,
might be
no.
something.
I prefer not knowing what's coming up. I mean, and this is the thing from a podcast standpoint. If I get the information, I can't do anything with it anyways because then I violate the
Right.
trust of the person that shared it. And and then there's always the risk of sharing it with people that are close to me. But how hard is it to keep a secret? Because if I share it to somebody close to me, then they share it to somebody that's close to them, and then that's where a rumor starts. So
Boom.
I'm
Yeah.
better off just not knowing and just kind of commenting as it comes out. You know what I mean?
What's cool though is you got somebody like it's like I don't know if you guys watch Walking Dead, but they got that Talking Dead show at the afterwards, and whenever somebody like they have somebody that isn't on the show there, like that, like just some regular football player or something, and like he'll start talking about what he thinks is going to happen.
Yeah.
I find that more fun because you guys can be as tight as you want. I'm excited about what's going on though. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that it's not. Here's the thing. I don't think it's Jurassic World because Chris Pratt wasn't interviewed and didn't spill the beans. So it seems like all the
That would be
stars.
it,
I
right?
mean,
Yeah, that's
Elvira
exactly-
spilled
that's
the
a good
beans
point.
and Slash spilled the beans. So
Yeah.
it's like the pinball builders are keeping their secrets. It's the talent that's.
I
blowing
think
it.
what Ken's saying is it's golden something girls coming out.
Oh
next.
God, no, we're not going to talk about that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I don't
Thank
know.
you
I
for
just
being
that's all I
a
know.
friend.
All right.
But think of it this way, and the other, and we'll cruise out here in a second. But think of it this way: like pinballs is important enough for stars to be interviewed to mention it, whereas before it was probably a blip
yeah,
on the
right.
radar in which they got a little bit of a residual, and they did it not even because they cared about pinball. But now you got Slash that wants to talk about it. You've got Cassandra Peterson that wants to talk about it because it's trendy and it's in. So I mean that speaks testaments for the hobby.
It's in.
You know what I
it's
mean?
in.
Yeah.
Gary Stern was at the White House today.
What was he doing there?
He was there for Building America. He was there, and yeah, it was.
Gary Stern was at the White House today?
Gary Stern was at the White House, apparently with a pinball machine.
Dave,
Mark actually put it up on.
Are you the
Yeah.
special Win Lit correspondent for Stern Pinball?
I think he
I think we just hired Dave Falgren on. Oh, snap.
Oh,
I did not
really?
know that, man.
That's what you want to do?
I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, buddy.
But I didn't know
here we
Gary
go.
Stern was there. So
Yeah, Gary was there, and yeah, it's it's just exciting for everything. But like I posted it earlier, Denise, Elwin, Eric, all these games are coming out towards the end of the year or beginning of next year, and it's like it hasn't even started yet, and we already have Wonka sitting there at your place. So
yep.
Holy crap, it's going to get great.
I think Wonka came out at the right time
Right.
because
It
it's got itself exposed and it kind of jumped out in front of the competition. So we'll see what happens. It's always exciting in pinball, and there's not anything more exciting when you're on the evening of a reveal. And for me, anyways, I love it, and I love seeing what's going to happen. I love how these games are they come to fruition, whether it be something you wished for or something that you can't wait to play. It's always about the anticipation. And I can't wait to play whatever Stern has coming out next. And that will be revealed at Comic-Con here.
Always.
Yeah.
That Comic-Con reveal, there's going to be music and stuff. It said on the flip.
Yeah. I mean, it's huge,
so,
man.
It's going to be it's going to be like James Brown living in America at the beginning of Rocky. I think it's going to be pretty
That's
cool.
huge. Gary Stern coming out with American flag shorts would be pretty awesome.
Just straight walking out of the White House.
Hey, all right, man. Dave,
Gary
I appreciate
Stern,
you calling in,
2020.
dude. Be good, be faithful, always be playing pinball, and we're gonna set up a.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
still
you too.
stripping this WWE playfield. So.
Oh yeah, have fun with that, man.
Do what you got to do. We're gonna have a Plainfield, a Plainfield pinball invite night where we have all you guys out from Plainfield and stream with us. So stay tuned for that, and we'll get on the same schedule. I know you're in the area here recently, so maybe we can try to make something work sooner than later.
Stay tuned.
All right, brother. Stay tuned. Play better.
Right,
Thanks,
we'll
Dave.
see you.
Thanks,
all right,
Dave.
man.
Bye.
Always good hearing from Dave Falgren. And Dave Falgren,
Yeah, always, man.
like, just becoming, if he's not already, pinball ambassador.
Okay,
you
so
always see Dave's name on
how-
everything. Like,
how does Dave know about Gary Stern at the White House?
either he knows somebody at the White House, or he knows somebody at Stern. Maybe he knows. Maybe Dave. Have we seen Dave and Gary Stern at the same place at the same time? Because there's a potential thing going on there. We don't even know.
Yeah,
but
right.
we'll see what's going
That's
on.
a good point.
Hey, caller, thanks for calling the Flip N Out Pinball Network. You're live on the air. How can we help?
Say what?
Hey, Boss Hog here. How's it going, guys?
Boss Hog, dude,
Boss
what's going on,
Hog.
man? Thanks for
What up,
being in
man?
chat, brother. How are you, man?
Dude, good times tonight, fellas. Excellent stream. Thanks again. I'm doing pretty good. Playing my Wonka right as I'm watching you guys stream.
Nice, dude.
Dude, well,
Learning a lot, man. Learning a lot.
You learning
Just
how to
enjoying it down here.
learning how to avoid that left out lane is probably what you should be learning.
Learning a lot.
Hey,
Holy
dude,
smokes.
I got to tell you, I wish I could tell you I got 3 million without the post, but I got it with the post, guys. I got to come clean.
Okay.
Hey, I don't blame you for putting the post in there. There were a couple nights or a couple times tonight where I wanted to put a post somewhere else, and it wasn't a left out lane. But how are you liking Wonka? And were you in on the game when it was initially released, or did you take time to kind of play it and make a buying decision?
Yeah, I watched the April 12th release by Buffalo, and I immediately called a few distributors the next day and made a pre-order.
Okay,
So
good.
I was in sight, almost sight unseen, but I definitely did not play it before it showed up in my house.
Nice. So, I mean, the stream
You
was
guys
enough
aren't
for
going to
you.
believe this, man.
What's that?
I got playfield number 0001 signed by Jersey Jack on my game.
Really?
Nice, man.
That's weird
What are
because
the odds, man?
we have the same one here. That's
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I have
strange.
00000.
Are you serious? You got 4 zeros?
No, we're kidding, man. That's pretty
Oh,
sweet.
dude.
So, right.
So I actually emailed Jersey Jack and I asked him, what's this mean? And the guy named Steve Zamonsky from JJP Support
Yeah.
sent me an email back and said, hey, dude, that means your playfield was like the first one to go on the line. I was like, oh, dude, awesome. It found the perfect home.
That's pretty
Very
crazy, man.
cool, man.
You know what? And for some people that doesn't make a big deal. For a collector that wants something that kind of stands out and is kind of eclectic and a one of a kind, I think that does add some value to
That
it.
adds like $10,000 in value.
Where did
dude.
Jersey Jack sign the?
Good for you.
He signed the playfield, or did he sign the back box?
No, it's under the playfield,
Under the
right by the
playfield.
left flipper coil setup of the mech.
That's pretty
It's
awesome. man.
amazing.
Yeah, it
Just
is
for the
amazing.
guy who loves it the most, I'm pretty sure they knew it was coming here.
So have you purchased other JJPs, or was this your first one?
No, dude, it's my first JJP, man.
Oh, man,
I
nice.
can't believe it. It's awesome.
Welcome. You know what? If you like
Yep.
Wonka, I encourage you to go back. I'm sure you've played a lot of these games, but to have a game like Hobbit in a home environment and be able to kind of take that all in is pretty huge. Same thing with Wizard of Oz. Dialed in, great shooting pin.
All
The
of
theme
them,
doesn't
man.
appeal to everybody,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you what, like, there's not anything too disappointing with the JJP releases, and I think at one point I said I'd be pretty content with all 5 JJP pins as a complete collection for me for at least the short term.
I'd still stand
because they're
there.
that impressive.
Yep.
So good for you, man.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Hog, great job, brother, and congratulations. And that's a cool story that you got that playfield. So I'm curious to see if your phone will be ringing off the hook for in a
right.
year or two.
We'll
that people
see it up for sale.
They
Yeah,
need that
man.
first one, right?
Absolutely, man.
You could trade it in for a Big Lebowski
Keep
or
it,
something.
man. Keep it.
Hey, dude, who knows, right? I'll see you guys. Are you guys going to do a reveal next week or what? You guys going to be streaming something new?
Hey, I don't know what's going to happen next week. We're going to see what happens with Stern. I know that we do stream the newest releases, so there's a pretty good chance, in all honesty, that we probably have another week of Wonka unless Stern's got something that's not just revealed but then has already been on the line. You might see a surprise pop in here sooner than later. I can't talk about that yet until Zach gives me the go-ahead. Actually, 2 potential surprises to kind of fill the gap between releases. So we'll see, man. We're in the dark too, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, right.
we'll keep the reveal. I don't know, as a surprise, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, don't miss it. On YouTube, they're going to do the Comic-Con reveal on Thursday, I think it is. Maybe Wednesday? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah.
But I think it's this week at Comic-Con.
Very
Yep.
cool, man. We'll be looking
see.
out for it, and I appreciate you being in chat. I appreciate you calling in. And don't be a stranger, brother. Check in with us every week if you can.
For sure.
All right, dudes. Have a good night. Thanks a
You
lot.
too, man.
All right, man. Good time. See you, man. Dude, so Jersey 00001, signed by
Wow,
Jersey
how
Jack.
cool is that, man?
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's pretty. No, it's cool now because you're seeing some of the manufacturers that are like stuffing little goodies on these new in-box purchases. You
Yeah,
saw like
yeah,
a
yeah,
katana
yeah.
sword come out.
Yep.
Somebody that purchased a Deadpool from Stern. You've got like autographs, random autographs from JJP. It just
Number
really
one, though.
personalizes
cool,
the
man.
purchase and it makes you feel like you're not just another statistic
Exactly.
in regards to those games. Hey, thanks for calling the Flip N Out Pinball streaming network. This is Ken and Steve.
Hey, it's Dennis Creasel.
Hey,
Dennis Creasel,
my
in the
man.
house.
What's up, Dennis? How are you, brother?
Not much. I'm all right. I was trying to. I'm usually busy on Mondays, so I have trouble listening up
I'm
until
sorry.
pretty much when you start the after hours. So I just need to follow up on something.
Oh,
because
no.
I
Oh,
was
shit.
I was trying to listen.
Dennis, Bill's
Who
gone.
was it? Who I know Bill's gone.
Okay.
So you can, if this is the case, you can throw him under the bus. So I'm pretty
All right.
sure it's not.
Okay.
I need to know who there was adamant that Sharky Shootout was a System 11.
That was me. That's Steve. So I got Pool Sharks.
Oh, okay. All right. Now,
Mixed up with
Steve,
the
first of all, I need to address Ken. It looks like contract negotiations are back on the table.
Yeah, buddy.
There we go. You just
So-
lost all of your clout, man, because of disinformation, poor information.
God, no, I had that game.
Right.
I'm busy. I'm trying to type on the phone. I'm like, no, but you were so sure.
Oh,
I felt
dude,
I felt
I
a
know.
little bad for you.
Me
so,
too.
So you have had a Pool Sharks, or did you just?
No, I had a
encounter
Pool Sharks. I had a
okay.
Pool Sharks. And
Have you ever played Sharky Shootout?
I have never played Sharky Shootouts.
Okay.
But
I mean, I
I
can see
know
the
I know that
confusion.
back glass. I know the early Stern. So that was the confusion.
Right.
Was the early Stern? It was just
You know what, Dennis?
Well, you know who
Yeah.
did the art for
Sharks,
Sharky
baby.
Shootout? Yossi. Same guy who did the art
Yossi.
for Wonka.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Actually,
That
I did
is-
not know that
that is-
Yossi did that. You know what? You don't know,
Wrapping it
Dennis.
all up.
And I'm going to clue you in here. I had a lot of fun with the Pin Quest challenges tonight.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know it was pretty fun, man. If you have the opportunity.
You may have the appropriate mentality to become a competitive pinball player.
Oh, it's really?
Have you thought about looking for a local tournament in your area?
Is this the road to
Oh.
competitive pinball through Pin Quest? I wonder.
Oh, hey now.
Like I'm in the minor leagues. I'm in single A rookie league here right now. Because now I got the eye of the tiger. Like I'm hoping the after hours ends early so I can jump back on Willy Wonka.
I'd be looking for like the softball league where you're like allowed to
the
drink.
30 and over rec
Yeah,
league,
where
the
you're like
beer
allowed
league.
to drink and play.
Yeah, that's good times. Hey, did you record TWIP with Zach this week?
No.
Where is it?
How would I know? It's not my week
dude,
to do it.
but you're part of the team. You're part of the TWIP team. You're supposed to know this stuff. No?
they keep me like a little mushroom over there.
A little mushroom?
In terms of
Little
a
mushroom.
little mushroom, just sitting there in the dark,
Poor
hearing
Dennis,
the
little
dankest of
mushroom.
memes, hearing these nasty attempts to make mass-produced market trend shirts. So I don't know anything about the scheduling. I don't know anything about the release of that. All I'm here to do is say that not everything that has the word shark is the same game. That's really all I'm here for.
Right.
That is absolutely
Dennis,
true.
I take that to heart, man. Yeah, you know what? Little drinks and little sharks, they all look the same.
And bringing everybody up to speed here.
It's Shark Week.
We have Dennis Kriesel of the co-host of the Eclectic Gamers podcast on the line right now, and he also co-hosts This Week in Pinball every other week with Zach Meny, and he's calling in to express his. I guess he wants to make sure that we're all on the same page on what Sharky Shootout was.
I was
It was not a System 11.
adamant that
I know you
the
were.
Sharky Shootout
I know you
was,
were.
Yeah,
was System 11.
it was the adamant nature of the
Exactly.
expression that was disconcerting.
Yeah, to say the least.
So,
I appreciate
you
you calling
with
in, man.
Bull Sharks? I'm guessing not, since you had the title wrong, but.
Yeah, you know what? I've had the pool sharks. It's all good. I will admit my mistake, and I will drink to that as well.
Dennis, if you don't mind, while I have you on the line, and I think just because this would be something that some people that are here in chat would like to at least get an inside look at your role at TWIP and with Zach Meny. And you can take a minute if you need to think. I can play a commercial, and if you kind of know off the top of your head, that's great. And if you choose not to comment, I understand too. But what is the biggest pro and what is the biggest con in regards to working with Zach Meny at TWIP Podcast?
Specific to the podcast.
The podcast.
I mean, the biggest positive with Zach is that he's that passion you hear on the air. That's actually real.
I agree.
He doesn't fake that.
Nope.
And the negative is that passion is extremely exhausting. Just extremely.
That's awesome. It's awesome.
Draining. It's just, I mean, it's like a weight.
Yeah.
A happy weight. Just imagine like a toddler jumping up and down on you all the time, but emotionally.
Right.
I guess that would be my analogy for it.
It's just a little exhausting.
It totally makes sense.
You know what? You guys are great, though.
I wanted to give you some props because
love it.
you recently uploaded what I think is one of the most classic parody videos as it pertains to pinball in the history of pinball. And if you don't mind, in 60 seconds, can you kind of talk the background about what happened, what you uploaded, and then can you let people know how they can view this video if they haven't already seen it? And then we'll let you go because I know you're a busy man, but I think it's important that we all get a chance to watch what I think is one of the most hilarious things I've seen in a long time.
Well, in terms of where you can find it, it's on the Eclectic Gamers YouTube page. I think that's eclectic_gamers at YouTube. We have a link off of the latest Eclectic Gamers show notes, though. If people go and load up the Facebook, you'll be able to find it. 60-second summary, there is an entity known as ALUX, which is where billionaires go to get their ideas. And they had a top 10 expensive pinball machines in the entire world, number 10 being Avatar. So Steve Bowden of Fun, yes.
Most
okay,
expensive.
So you didn't get any better from there. So
yeah.
Steve Bowden had shared this video. I think it's a couple months old, but he had shared it a couple of weeks ago on Fun with Bonus. And I commented and very politely said it was the worst pinball video I had ever seen. And someone replied, and I think it was the person who created it. And he said, if I was so cool, why don't I make my own video? And I told him I wasn't cool enough to do my own video, and I just sort of let it go. And then I decided that, well, I wasn't good enough to make my own video. I was good enough to make his video better. So I took his video, I stripped it down, I cut about 40% of the content out, kept the same top 10 list, and I redubbed it in about 6 different accents. And that's
as an A-Luxor, the best. What was it? My favorite one was, and the next pinball machine is TAF. It's just
TAF. Well, the original video used I'm assuming a text-to-speech for the voicing, and so it had abbreviation for the Addams Family, so it kept saying TOF.
TOF. It's awesome, man.
And so,
dude, you're killing it.
TOF. I don't know. I did a cross with like Posh, Takei, and Zoolander. Kind of that's how I felt. My voice changed every time because each one was a different take. I actually recorded 10 different segments, and I eventually put the video together.
Oh, it's awesome, man. You know, it's funny because I had listened to Eclectic Gamers podcast, and then as now like more and more people are kind of like getting to know you on a little bit more of like your personal and I would say like borderline kind of snarkiness. Man, it's so well received in the pinball community, in my opinion, and not just mine, but of others. Like, you have a very important voice in pinball, man, and we appreciate everything that you're putting out there. And more Dennis Kriesel is better for everybody else and better for pinball, in my opinion, man. So thanks for your hard work, and thanks for doing what you're doing. And I can't wait to see ultimately, what goes on with you for the rest of the year, because you're absolutely polarizing. You are not only interesting, but again, a very good person that I am proud to call my buddy. So thanks, Dennis, for everything you're doing, man.
Hey, Dennis, you rock, man.
Well,
Sharky Shootout.
Don't put too much stock in what I say. But that said, good job.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great way for me then to follow up. But you guys did a good job. You can trust that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And I'll let you guys get back to it.
Be good, brother. Thanks for calling in, Dennis.
All right.
Later, buddy.
All right, man. I freaking love Dennis. I love the guy. So
I love that he called me out from like a 2 hour ago.
Well, you know what he does too, though. Like if you report something incorrectly on a podcast, he'll jump right on your Facebook page. But he will articulate why you were not accurate, but everybody's better off for it.
But you know what? I figured it out.
What's that?
During our conversation, I figured out that I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong, man.
But I love that he still called in to give me shit about it.
Oh, I know. But to bother him, because he's a Sharky Shootout owner. So as an owner of Sharky Shootout, like you can't just go out there and say it's a System 11.
I'm like still like in my.
I thought I was having a stroke because I'm like, it's not a System 11. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Like a couple, like 2 Shark games.
Hey, it is what it is. As we get caught up in chat here, good times.
Always trending up Dennis K.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
guys.
good. Pins rule, Dr. John, can we ask how old Dennis is? He sounds so old and wise. You know what? He's not old, but he is kind of.
May I help you?
Are you serious?
All right. Hey, there's no bits coming across for that, dude. You should have saved that one. Holy smokes. All right. Well, you want to go join Bill Webb in the sleepy slumber?
I had to kill off the last week.
Yeah, I saw you kill off the last week. Killed off more than the last week. Anyways, I'll be
I
doing
guess,
this solo here. Thanks for coming in, Steve. Holy smokes.
Ken enjoyed it.
All right. Dennis knows his shit, and I couldn't say it any more plain than that. Thank you, Dave Fulgren. Trending down is Market Watch. Lord of the Rings.
Zach says he defeats all except for me.
Yeah, Taco Pizza trending up this week. Dennis K. Dennis's stock has been rising consistently for a while now.
If I could have invested,
when does he hit the bubble?
Dennis in like 2013.
If you could have invested in Dennis in 2013, I love it. I love it.
It'd be like Bitcoin.
Dennis is
$20 and up to 18 grand.
CNK, he is the Deninator. All right, good times. Hi, and thanks for joining us on the Flip N Out Streaming Network with Ken and Steve.
Hello.
Hello.
Sammy.
Oh, we got a Sammy up in here?
Who is this?
No, this is Corona, guys. What's going on?
What's up? How are you? I didn't know where that was going. I'm like, hey, how are you, brother? What's happening?
Good. I wanted to talk some Wonka, and also after that Benadryl dose of Dennis Kriesel, I had to bring things back up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's good times. What's happening with Wonka?
So, yeah, went to Southern Fried, played the Wonka.
Nice.
Not so sure about the modes. What are you guys feeling on that? As far as, have you gotten tired of them? Do you feel like the modes are complete? Because it's hard to hear what's going on at the show, and I'm in the fizzy lifting room and all that stuff, and it's kind of, it didn't seem as well planned out. Like playing Black Knight, it was obvious I'm destroying this monster, and I got to hit these shots.
Okay. Yeah, it's valid. I think you'll have a different experience in a controlled environment, whether it be a home or even at location play where you can kind of take in the volume and whatnot. Yeah, I don't have a problem deciphering between the modes, so to speak. Now, there are some games where I know that I'm in a mode, but I'm not satisfied with the experience within the mode, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't really have that here. Ethan, it's funny, I'm looking at see Keith Johnson looking up on the screen there.
Yep.
I don't really have that here. I do understand the concern with with audio in certain aspects of the game. But I think if you're going to update a game, audio, in my opinion, seems like one of the easiest things to adjust during a code update.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? So it's like
kind of like know what mode you're in. You're saying,
right. You've got two screens. You know, you're looking at that Wonka vision, and it's kind of telling you what's going on. Like there's a little bit of stop and go up there sometimes where you want it to kind of spit a ball out, and it kind of hangs in there, and it gives you a little presentation of where you're at. So I mean, you'll know where you're at. I would say this too, like as far as because when I'm looking at this game, I'm not breaking it down as somebody that's looking for faults. So I want to be clear there. But as an overall pinball experience, this is one of my favorite games that I've ever played. And if I had one gripe, I think at this point it would be that the audio could use polishing. And it's not because I want it to sync up with videos or anything necessarily. It's just that sometimes it sounds busy and it doesn't sound as polished as it could be for a pinball machine, if that makes any sense.
Right.
What are you thinking?
And
what are you thinking?
Yeah, I agree. I played probably, 6-7 games on it, and I thought the shooting aspect of the game is incredible. I mean, it really flows like crazy. I mean, you get those shots out and you can just nail it down. But some of the modes, I think it was just because so much was happening. It being at a show that I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I was basically just trying to bing a flashing light, and then even Gobstopper multi-ball, I wasn't quite sure, where the jackpots were at. It seemed like left ramp, right ramp, and maybe back in the Gobstopper hole, but I'm not 100% sure. And so, yeah, it was just kind of.
I think the narrator actually does a pretty good job on telling you what you need to shoot.
Really? I think I think your best bet is to listen to the narrator.
I would agree too, because he's like, shoot the Wonka vision, shoot the left, shoot the rams.
Oh, okay.
Like so, if that's your hang up, I would absolutely recommend that you play this game in a controlled environment, because as far as audio cues go in a pinball machine, this one stands out over a lot of machines that I've ever played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's almost relying on that more than.
Yeah, I can't say it's relying.
It's a combo. It's a combo.
And I think with anything else, like when you get familiar with a machine and you know how you're going to qualify a kid and you know what you need to do in a mode, like you don't need those audio cues where it might be almost an annoyance because it's like, all right, I already know what I'm doing. I can turn those off. It's just familiarity with a machine. So I think you'll be okay. If that's your hang up or if that's where you're at, I think you'll be in good shape moving forward, you know, in that aspect.
And how do you actually start kid multi-ball? It seems like you hit the captive ball to qualify the kid. But
right.
From there, I was like,
what happens
how
is
you actually.
Yeah, to the left of or just to the right of the upper left flipper, like you can you'll see where kid multi-ball, if you have one kid qualified or two kids qualified or three kids qualified, whenever a kid is qualified and collected, that multi-ball shot for a kid, it's a flashing arrow to the left, right underneath the left wire form. So as long as you don't drain the ball, because when you drain the ball, you have to qualify another kid to get that going. But you'll see it flashing, and it's just to the right of the left upper flipper, and you can pop it in there. And how many kids you've collected, that's how many balls you'll get. So for a lot of people, you don't want to collect that kid multi-ball with like 2 kids collected. You want to try to be more lucrative with 5. Or sometimes if you're just looking to try to qualify a PinQuest score like I was tonight, you'll go ahead and you'll activate that with like 1 or 2 kids. So it's there, and there's a flashing insert. And once you see it there, in fact, are you watching the stream right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm literally going to put my headphones down for a second. I'm going to point to the arrow. Is that okay? Can I do that? All right, hold on a second.
Go for
All right, hold on.
All right, Ken's going up there to point.
It's right here.
What do we got here, Ken?
So once you qualify the kid, you're going boom. Right there.
Swing.
Cool.
All right, you guys.
All right, so that's I don't know how delayed we are, but your kid multi-ball is there. There's a magnet. It will catch the ball and it will hold it to let you know that kid multi-ball starting. It releases it off that left flipper, and then depending on how many kids you've collected and qualified, you know that's going to be how many balls you have. So it's a good deal. Oh, you know what? You know what sucks is I didn't even have the freaking camera on there.
Zach's like, no camera, dude.
So all right, so hold on. I'm gonna do this one more time, man.
Just us.
Hold on. All right, I'm going to switch over again. Man, I'm sorry. And you know what I have to do here? Hold on a second.
Go ahead, kid.
Yeah, sorry about
Go ahead. No.
All right, hold on a second here. I'm going to point it out again, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
All right, so he's got the mic on over there.
Right, so I don't know if this mic is on or not.
I don't think that mic's on.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Hang on. So he's saying,
Magnet right in here. Right left that flipper.
you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry for
Got it.
amateur hour there on that one. That was my bad.
No. It's perfect. Yeah. Well, thanks guys for everything you're doing, man. It's awesome. Love watching it. And,
No, man. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thanks for calling in. Do us a favor. If you get a chance and you get on another Wonka and it's in like a more of a controlled environment, or at least you can hear the audio, would you mind either coming back in chat or calling us back and let us know if it is sufficient for you as far as directing you into modes? Because I think that's pretty good feedback, actually.
yeah, I would love to because I'm a big Lawler fan anyway, and I really, I just I love the shots. I mean, if you like Twilight Zone, if you like,
dude, it is a great flowing game, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Seriously.
it really shoots better than that, TZ, or like I've got a Whirlwind as well right now, and that side flipper shot up that back ramp is just super. It's easy to. It's really not that hard to hit, and it's really satisfying to just pop it up there,
sure.
and then you don't know if it's going to drop off and hit that magnet or what. So
Yep.
I do want to play it some more. I'm not sure where I'm going to catch one in a controlled environment, but I'm looking forward to it. And
if you're ever in Chicago, Illinois,
You ever in the St. Charles, Illinois area?
St. Charles, Illinois. Yeah.
Happy to have you come out and play a little Wonka. So,
Yeah.
where are you
It'd
calling
be a
from?
bit of a drive.
Where are you at?
North Carolina.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm there's got to be Wonkas in North Carolina. I'm pretty sure. So, ask
I'll
the
find
bar
one.
owner
Yeah.
or the Patreon owner. Hey, turn this Wonka off for me.
Got it.
All right,
cool,
brother.
guys. I'll let you get back to it.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks
All
for
right,
calling
buddy.
in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, see ya.
Take it easy.
Yeah, good times. So, yeah, I mean, the subtle nuances of a game can make a big difference. That's why I don't like judging a game from a pinball show, and I don't like judging a game from a pinball stream like we are here.
I know. You
got to play the game, and it's got to be in an environment in which you're gonna consistently play the game. As we get caught up in chat, like the gamers, link to the originals in the video description. Oh, Dennis, can you link here? I don't even know if you can. Please do that. Jobber says, if I'm in St. Charles, can I come on and lurk in the background? Yeah, sure, Jobber. I don't know where you're from, Jobber, but yeah, absolutely.
Will you have an axe in your hand? Yeah. If not,
After an
we're good.
extensive background check, we can see what's going on.
We're good then.
Links are disabled. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how to even enable links. Oh, Flip N Out Pinball's got a link. There it is. I would love to play the link live, but the thing is, I think it's like a 7 or 8, if I remember, 7 or 8 minutes long. And I don't want to have that long of a segment, so to speak, on the live call-in time.
Let's play a little commercial though.
Wait, well, you know what? I can play a little bit of it here. Hold on a second.
Wow.
Let's do this. Maybe next week I can play it, but I can have it live with the video.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
yeah, I know
then
what
I
you're
can
talking
add another media source and I can bring it in. So we'll do that, Dennis. If you don't mind, we're good to go. So we're going to wrap this up here in a few more minutes. If you've got another caller or two, we'll go ahead and take that again. I'm Ken Cromwell from the Special When Lit Pinball Podcast. My co-host Bill Webb has left the building. He's got to wake up a little bit early for work tomorrow.
Bill's got a lot of shit to do.
But guess what? We got Steve Beatty here, and we're in Special When Lit Studio B, B's for Beatty, on the Flip N Out Streaming Network, brought to you by Zach and Nicole Menny, the proud owners of Flip N Out Pinball Distributorship. So if you're on the fence about a distributor, look no further because you found your place to go home. You can go ahead and you can get a hold of Zach Menny. You can get in here and chat. You can give him a call. It's good times.
Any pinballs here?
Yeah, you're right there, Steve. Yeah, you know why you're a little bit loopy? You just cashed out the magic bottle or whatever that was. I think that was the Woodford that did us in a little bit.
Oh, damn.
Kaz, great show, guys. Yeah, thanks, man. Kaz, thank you so much. Looking forward to working with you here in the future.
Zach, kill it.
It's always good times. Beatty's still working on the Moon Man.
Yeah, Moon Man. Moon Man.
CNK Pinside PD never calls. Did we get a damn brick shot even? No Pinside PD, and no brick shot. Haper was here though. Haper was in chat.
Oh, nice.
He did not brick shot us tonight. So the thing with the brick shot is if it's every single week, it loses its effectiveness.
Yeah.
So it's got to come when he's got something to legitimately bitch about.
That was classic though.
Can't be just a random brick shot just to be a brick shot.
3-4 weeks
so,
ago. Oh,
Birdo Drink One, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, Birdo. You're the guy. And you know what? Good. Please let us know when you're streaming. Okay. And again, you know how to get a hold of me. Let me know when you're streaming. I'd love to try to check out your stream. And especially if it's Wonka, I'd love to see your thoughts on the game. Why would Avatar be so expensive? Where was Kaneda this week? I don't know. I think Kaneda is traveling with work. That's what I heard on his show. So I don't know. You know what it is, too? Like, there's nobody important for Kaneda to talk to at this point because the staff's not here. So we gotta pull up the background and try to be who we're gonna be. At Kaz. Shh.
So hey, don't forget, folks, about your Flip N Out Pinball with your Escaleras.
Yeah, so the Escalera is like the immobilized.
I'll tell you what,
pinball dolly, right?
You could almost use one in your basement.
Can't use one in my basement.
I know.
No, only because I've got two landings and the Escalera with the pinball machine is too big for me to make the turn.
The Escalera is great. If you have a straight shot, maybe even a 90.
Even a 90 with respectable,
you know, a wide landing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man,
yeah, the Escalera. Save your backs.
Oh,
you know?
Man.
And look into the Escalera. And you can get those at Flip N Out Pinball, too.
Save your body.
Yeah. So, Beatty plugging Escaleras. Anything else you want to plug tonight?
No, I just want to say Escalera. Save your body.
Steve's having a good time here tonight on Flip N Out Pinball Network.
Oh, goddamn right.
Yeah. Well, hey. Might be time to end this bad boy. Unless we got a last-minute caller, we can take one more. Special one, Beatty. Save your Beatty. We've got you getting some recognition in chat.
That's a lot of Beatties.
In chat there. Lots of Beatties. Multiple Beatties.
Where are the bits for Beatties?
We're streaming right now at the 3 hour 35 minute mark, 3:36.
Oh, dang.
So it's been an eventful night. It's been fun. Let's take care of some thank yous, right? So first and foremost, thank everybody in chat. We've got the major contributors bits wise. PinQuest Pinball with is that 5,000 bits? Huge Pin Stadium, 2,616 bits.
Wow,
FN Slayer, 2,290 bits. Guys, top 3. We can continue to go down this list. Pirate Captain with 1,000 bits. Huge Kaz jumps in with over 500 bits. And Russian Fan 1974 over 500 bits. Loser Kid, Taco Pizza, Wombat Pinball, Lord of the Ring Breath.
You know, everybody.
All over 1,000.
Dude.
Oh, Taco Pizza with another 100 bits. Look at that. Taco Pizza climbing the ranks. Just super nice. Taco, thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Okay, yeah.
It's always time.
Cheers,
it's always
guys.
good times. But
fucking love you guys.
He does. I want to thank everybody for not only supporting the show, but donating your time and your effort into spending it with us each and every Monday. It means a lot to us, and I hope it means a lot to you. I want to go ahead. I want to thank Neil from PinQuest. PinQuest offers a different dynamic for us for streaming where we can take it seriously on a different level. We're able to kind of work towards goals that we normally wouldn't work towards, and he's been generous to compensate us for our efforts, so I totally appreciate that. Thank you, Neil. Scott at Pin Stadium. Scott called in tonight. I love hearing from Scott.
Scotty.
Again, super nice guy, super nice product. To combine those two together is rarity these days, and the guy's genuine
really is.
and the product's effective. So thank you so much. I want to thank you, Steve, for allowing us to be here in Special One Lit Studio B. B is for Beatty. Thank you so much to host here for the last couple weeks. And if you don't mind, we might infringe on you for one more week or two as we're kind of here. Thank you for just putting up with our stuff and jumping in when Sleeping Beauty's got to leave, and that leads me to Bill Webb. Always good to be with Bill Webb. And he had to leave a little bit early tonight, so no big deal. But thank you, Bill. And then finally, guys, if you don't mind, I want to thank the two individuals that make all of this possible. And that's going to be Zach and Nicole Meny, the owners of Flip N Out Pinball. You know Zach from a lot of different aspects of pinball, whether it be Straight Down the Middle of Pinball show that he co-hosts with Greg Bone, or if it's TWIP, This Week in Pinball podcast, where he co-hosts with Dennis Kriesel. or I mean, Zach's everywhere, right?
Zach is everywhere.
He's
man.
thrown his head into the ring in pinball distributorships.
Yep.
If you're looking for a new pinball machine, please, 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 if you do not have a distributor, you need to reach out to Zach, because this gentleman is not only going to help you, he's going to hold your hand through the purchasing experience and make it positive.
no
I
doubt.
guarantee that. We've already bought games from Zach, and all stuff aside here, he's a genuine dude. So thank you,
Very
Zach.
much so.
Thank you, Nicole Many. We're going to end this up tonight with just with those thank you guys. It's fun as always. Jobber, thanks for being here. Dave Falgren, thanks for being here. Flipping Out Pinball, my guys, thanks for being here. PinQuest, thanks for being here. Everybody that's here, please do us a favor. Come back next week, okay? Come back in, relax, talk some pinball, and I think we'll have some stuff to talk about next week, because I think we're going to have another reveal from another from Stern Pinball this week. So it'll
Gonna
make
be
Chad
good.
interesting. We can go ahead and
Gonna be
dissect the release. So for Bill Webb and Steve Beatty, I am Ken Cromwell. Have a good afternoon, good evening, and don't forget to take some time out of your day and play some pinball. So long, everybody.